That's the wrong. Alright, let me get the game up. Okay, there we go. The game's up. And now the desktop audio. Alright. It's been a while, let me try to recall what happened. Right, we're defending Max, the magician. I think his name's Max, I don't know. From the murder of the, owner of the circus. Max proposed to the daughter of the guy who runs the circus, which was creepy because she is 16 and he is 21. And then, that fucking puppet guy is also fucking weird because he's fucking 30 into a fucking 16-year-old. It's awful. This entire circus fucking sucks. Yeah, okay. I think that's... I mean, there's probably more, but I'll probably remember them as we come. Nick? What is it? I've got a confession to make. I'm terrible at figuring out magic tricks. Magic tricks? Yep, magic tricks are by their very definition tricks, right? But I can never figure out the tricks when I see them. That's because the tricks are performed by pros. They do it so you can't guess the trick. But the trick Pearly showed me was incredible. Pearls did a magic trick? What kind of trick was it? Hello? Oh, I think that was a notification. Mute my notice. Points at you, you gay. Hi! Let's see, it looked like she pulled the end of her own thumb off. First she put her right thumb next to her left hand, then it just separated. She could move it up and down and everything. It was incredible. Really? Was it kind of like this? What? Wow, how'd you do that? Nick, you're like a real magician. God. See, this is why I just can't figure out magic. I'm no good at it. Especially hard tricks like flying away from the scene of a murder. Come on, for real. You'll take all the fun out of magic if you keep trying to figure it out. I don't understand magic tricks proceeds to unhinge her own jaw somehow. Like a snake. What to do? I don't see any way out of this. We're stuck between a rock and a hard place. There's no way we can solve the mystery of a criminal flying by tomorrow. I was thinking, do you really think the criminal flew through the air? The only one who thinks that is Mo, right? He says that's that he saw it. That's true. Mo looked awfully serious when he said that. Do you think he might be trying to frame Max? If that was it, he would have simply said, I saw Max. That would have been enough. There's no reason why anyone would believe he flew. But what if the criminal really did fly? There's only one person who could do that. Max. It's a magic trick. Let snakes learn magic tricks. Really not helping my confidence here, Maya. Everyone seems to hate Max. Ben, Trillo, Mo, they all have nothing nice to say. My magician does seem rather full of himself, doesn't he? Especially when he says things like customers only go to the circus to see him. He even hit Ben over the head with a bottle. But what? But that doesn't seem enough to frame another person for murder. And it was proven that neither Ben nor Mo lied on the stand. Maybe Ben saw the ringmaster wearing Max's costume. But Mo clearly said that he saw Max himself. December 29th, Detention Center Visitors Room. How did I do the voice for this guy? Oh, oh, my sweeties. You mind hurrying up and getting me out of this place? Doing our best, Max. Just hang in there. A little while ago, some people from a local TV station came by. And since I'm a famed magician, they said, let's make you your very own TV special. Really? What kind of TV special? Maximilian Galactica, The Great Prison Escape. It would be aired live. Hey, that sounds like it would be an awesome special. But if I do the special before I'm acquitted, they'll never let me out of here for real. Got this fruit, I nearly forgot about him. Well, it would surely be an unnecessary addition to your troubles with the law. That's what I was thinking, but the production staff is already working on the show. If you don't get me out quick, I'll have no choice but to stage a real prison break. You seem awfully calm about that possibility. I'd have no choice. It would be a contractual obligation. That's show business. Hi. Night of the murder. The night of the crime, you didn't happen to fly off into the sky, did you? Here's how everything went down, sweetie. At the time of the murder, I was sitting in the ringmaster's room. Not to mention, flying off into the sky is not just something I can do at will. I don't care what the stoogey clown says, it wasn't me. Max, do you mind teaching me the trick behind flying? You'll have to forgive me, sweetie. The difference between me and cheap imitation magician is I keep my mouth shut. I don't teach people tricks, but I will say this much, it's much harder than you think. I was thinking about this in court today. I've got a favor to ask of you. Anything for you, sweetie. Fruit. Be friends with the other performers in the circus. Fabulous, a great joke. Why would I be friends with a bunch of hacks like them? But I've won on this world stage. I've won the International Grand Prix. International Grand Prix? Performers should always look to perform on the world stage. But the performers at this circus are completely and utterly devoid of ambition. This is something that I can simply not tolerate. Ambition, huh? Something about what Max just said rings true to my ears. Oh my sweeties want to hear all about the Grand Prix, don't they? To be honest, though, I've told the story like 100 times already, so it's a bit boring. I'm sorry to make you tell it again. I fucking hate the Edgeworth parallels on this guy. Oh, God. You must not have heard me. I am really sick of telling this story, but what can you do? I'm Maximilian Galactica. I suppose I can tell it again. Voila! Here, take a look at this! I just happen to have a picture from the Grand Prix with me. Just look at that fabulous stage. That is the first stage that I ever flew on. I flew right over the audience. The crowd erupted into applause. Kirby villain-ass name. Yo cum gutters. At that time, I thought to myself that I could die right then and die a happy man. I'll never forget how I felt that night. The emotions, the acclaim. Wow. By the way, I think everyone who is a performer should get to experience that feeling. I just wish I could explain that to the other people in the circus. That's incredible, Max. I want a trophy, too. Hey, Nick, how about you buy me a trophy? That's not how you earn a trophy, Maya. My sweeties, you can have this picture of my triumph. Just make sure you show it to all the other members of the circus. Look and learn. That's what you should tell them. Learn how to get thrown in jail. Grand Prix photo added to the court record. My nose feels stuffy. Yeah. Do I have anything to present to you? What do we have in here? We've got that. Crime photo. Made to order hat that is a symbol of Max's fabulousness. Document related to Max's salary negotiation. He got an enormous raise 1 week ago. Emblazoned with Max's 3 famous symbols. Yep. An orange juice bottle that was found broken on the cafeteria floor. Circus map. Money the Monkey. A monkey who takes care of Acro habitually gathers all sorts of shiny objects. A cheap ring with an eerie sparkle from T to R is engraved on it. Russell's autopsy report. Time of death 10:15 p.m. Cause blunt force trauma to the back of the head. The victim was hunched over this 20-pound box. It boasts a small but strong lock. Found inside the wooden box, this victim was hunched over. It contains pepper. Photo of Max's award ceremony. Alright. December 29th, Very Big Circus. Circus entrance. You hear that? Sounds like two people arguing. Oh, God, what did I do for the puppet? Oh. I don't fucking care, whatever.
Alright, let's do it. Are you ready?
Yes, wait.
Quit your whining. Let's just give this a shot already. Alright, let's go.
Row your boat.
Row your boat. What are you doing? Gently down the stream. Come on, you know that.
I'm trying my best, but Trillo, this just isn't going to work.
Do you enjoy saying dumb things? You're going to have to be on your own someday. If you just can't handle something as simple as this, what are you going to do then?
Germa. Hello, Ben. Hello to you too, Trillo.
What are you doing here? Can't you see we're on a secret crash training course?
I'm sorry? Secret crash training, whoa. Hello, hi! The puppet is Chad. Yes, Trillo wouldn't give up until I said we'd try out his idea for a new routine. So, we were trying to sing it around for our new ventriloquism act. In a round? You can really do that? That's incredible!
See, even they are surprised by the idea. I told you.
They're not the only ones. You even surprised me with your idea. Jack, what?
Once we've got a grip on the basics, then it's just a matter of practice.
You think so? Oh, I almost forgot. I wanted to give this back to you.
Ah, there it is. Now that I've got this ring back, it's time to take one more shot at Regina.
I hate you. I know that you already testified in court today.
You want to talk about what we saw, right?
Yes.
Well, at first we thought it was the old man. Just looking at his walk and how he acted, right, Ben?
Huh? Oh yeah, that's right. I'm surprised that actually links.
But then we said hello and didn't even get a reply. Not to mention he was draped in those gaudy symbols.
What would you have thought if he wasn't wearing those symbols?
What do you think, Ben?
What? Oh, I would have thought it was the ringmaster. Something just isn't adding up here. I wonder who they really saw. I hate this guy, yeah. This circus fucking sucks. I was hoping I could ask you about Regina.
I'm completely serious about her. That's why I'm waiting for her even now.
Really? That's so sweet. No, it's not, Maya. But if you really wanted to see Regina, shouldn't you check out the tent?
Ha! You haven't got a clue about things, do you, sweetheart?
Eh?
Waiting like this is part of being in love.
How so? Boss baby doing the damn DreamWorks eyebrow thing.
If you had a clue, you would know that waiting is such sweet, wonderful torture.
I hate this damn puppet. Good fucking lord. Yeah, I knew that. Poor Maya, she's so right. She looks like a vine-ripe tomato. So, how is this new routine working out?
Will you two just take a chill pill already? Our routines are secret. We're going to take the ventriloquism world by storm. It'll be a real revolution.
That sounds incredible.
But let me make one thing clear. We're not going to take on the world just because that jerk said we should.
That jerk?
Max Galactica. Performers should aim for the world. Who does he think he is?
Trillo, you seem to really be fired up about all this.
He needs to realize that he's the only one who can conquer the world stage.
You're right.
Mark my words, I, Trillo Quist, will win the Grand Prix.
You're the man now, doll. Oh my god. We're this small man for real.
Row, row, row your boat. It will be the key to a glorious victory.
Not to rain on your parade, but wouldn't a more mature song be best?
Hey, you've got to start somewhere, right? Don't screw this up. You've got to be a part of this, too.
Would you mind taking a look at this? It's... I guess we won't need you to look at this after all. Yeah, it's gonna be the same. I don't think I need to do anything with this guy right now. Move. December 29th, Lodging House Plaza. Oh, it's you two. You look like you just got hit by a truck. Shouldn't you get some rest? I'm taking a rest right now, Belle. I've been listening to some crazy clown's life story. Miss Von Karma told me to come down here and do this for her. Yeah, I figured as much. Yo, I've seen this guy's shaved ass. I think I missed the shaved ass incident you guys were talking about. Let me tell you something, pal. Listening to that old clown sucks all your energy. Every time he's done talking, he looks at you like you should be doing something. I think he's waiting for you to laugh at his jokes. I know that, pal. Do you have any idea how much your face hurts if you fake laughing that much? Francisca really set you up bad this time, didn't she? If you ask me, she should be listening to Mo herself. No way, pal! You're not gonna get me to backbite a woman with a whip, no way. I linked Gumshoe Rule 34 as a joke, and Wolf looked and saw his ass shaved and said he got pregnant! I see. I see. The power of ass. A normal EFDN moment, yeah. Why are you defending her? Prosecutor Von Karma's always got her eyes on us. And every time you definitely don't want her to show up, poof, there she is. Don't show up, don't... show up, don't show up, don't show up. Didn't Mara open the link instantly too? Did they? Looks like she's wound him up pretty tight. She's directly above us as we speak. Huh? Well, we know Lucy did. According to the clown, the culprit jumped from here and disappeared into the sky. That's what happened. It means the killer passed right by this window, pal. Oh, I see. Who lives in that room? Behind the window up there? The acrobat's got his room up on the 3rd floor, it seems. Pretty soon Miss Von Karma's gonna start her investigation up there. So don't get any ideas of going up to the acrobat's room. Got it, pal? You guys are really just linking fucking porn in my chat. Have you not seen Dick Gumshoe's fat, juicy, shaved Bara ass? God. Francisca Von Karma. When she's done with her investigation, I think I'll go up there and check it out. Mo's room. I did see the Thanos one. You saw Thanos ass? Thanass? Mo's not here. If he was here, you would have been able to tell even before you stepped into his room. I'm sure you would have heard him laughing away. What do you think he is laughing at when he's all by himself? I always thought he was just thinking up new jokes. He must really love his work. Those are some fucked up carrots? Yeah. I don't know what's with this guy and carrots. I'm not gonna think about what's up with this guy and carrots. One of them looks like a rabbit vibrator. I'm not gonna think about what he does with those carrots. When the fuck does this game originally come out? I thought it was like DS era. Why is there a CRT? Yeah, it comes out in, when did this game come out? I think it is DS era. Well then, I'll look it up. Ace Attorney Wikipedia. The first one was released in 2001. Was released in 2001. What about the second one? The one I'm playing was released in 2002. Oh, it was originally released for Game Boy Advance. Alright, I don't want to talk to this fucking guy. Big Top. December 29th. Berry Big Circus, Big Top. Huh? Where's Regina? She cathoed on my ray tube? I see. I don't know. But if she's with that tiger, I don't want to find out. Let's hurry up and get out of here. Nick, you're kind of a chicken, aren't you? No. I'm just, allergic to wild tigers. God. Okay, move. Ringmaster's room. December 29th, Big Top Ringmaster's room. Max and the Ringmaster had their talk in this room. That could have been when the Ringmaster put on Max's costume and went outside. Why did he do that anyway? Was it really that cold or something? So the table he used when visitors came to see him. Ew, there's mud caked on the table. Someone with terrible manners must have put their shoes up on the table. Nick, don't even think about providing a reenactment for me. I wasn't. How uncouth do you think I am anyway? I don't think there's anything in here. Cafeteria. So between 9th, Big Top's cafeteria. Oh, it's you. What did I do for your voice?
Right. Welcome to the wonderful, the fabulous, the cafeteria.
Yikes, he's in an awfully good mood.
Alright, you know what time it is. Riddle time. What does everyone cry when they eat Mexican pizza? Come on, you can answer this. It's easy.
Because cafeteria Mexican pizza is possibly a weapon of bowel destruction? What the hell?
Buzz, wrong. Try again. What do you think, girly?
What the fuck even is, like... I've never heard... what? This motherfucker, yeah. What's on Mexican... What? I've never heard of Mexican pizza. What's on there? Like, I assume it's, like, the same kind of thing as, like, how people see, like, pineapple pizza and call it Hawaiian pizza, which, I've seen people say not to do that. Is that like a thing? Huh. This is from Taco Bell. Okay. Pasta, pizza, put it in a box, deliver it to my house and put it on. I got it. Okay, what's your answer? Because they're in the cafeteria. What? Huh? Yeah, I know it's cafeteria, but like, what does that have to do with what does that have to do with? What does that have to do with Mexican pizza? Exactly, it's an incredibly sad place, that cafe. You want to follow this guy's logic? Spicy? It could be, I guess, spicy, but... Oh. I did it! What's going on? He's being too nice. What's your deal, man? Why do you have carrots? Today's been a really crazy day, hasn't it? You're telling me. I didn't think it was going to be so tough. Tough? What is going on with his voice? I don't fucking know. Yeah, it was a tough crowd. That's why you call a crowd that refuses to laugh. Worms? What's going on? What's going on? I need a drink. This guy's voice is hard to do. Because I feel like I'm seconds away from slipping into what I do for Gumshoe. For instance, it was such a tough crowd this morning, I had to smash watermelons. I told them all the great story and even greater jokes, but no one busted out laughing. But if this is Gumshoe, God, I hope not. You even used the famed no shoes, no shirt, no service joke. Exactly, how could you not laugh at studying comedy like that? Are you 100% sure about your testimony today? I saw what I saw, I swear, that creep just... flew through the air? Wasn't exactly flying per se, it was more like floating. The silhouette of his face made me positive it was Max. I don't see a Cyclock, he must be telling the truth. Not this picture. He showed it to you guys too. Huh? You've seen it as well? Well, you know what they say about Maximilian Galactica. He really gets around. Hee. Oh yeah. He didn't just show me the picture. What do you mean? He showed me his bust too. Let me tell you, that thing is enormous. His boobies? I guess. To this picture, I think. Let's see so boobies. He'd make us worship it every day. He'd make us bow to his greatness. He's got a big bust. Awkward slide whistle noise. Oh. Maximilian's big naturals. I wouldn't mind hearing more about Max's bust. Not that I'm into that sort of thing. Not into that sort of thing, huh? Max's bust. Max's bust should be on that small table over there. What is going on with this guy? I hate this guy. Bisexual ass freak. There's nothing over there. Really? Oh yeah! When was it? I'd say about 5 days ago. All of a sudden, the bust disappeared. It disappeared? If you want to see it, there's a photo on the bulletin board over there. Max just had to put the picture up. Hey, this thing is really cool. Nick, I want someone to make a bust of me. Sure, as long as I'm not paying for it. Aw. Max G bust added to the court record. Is there anything else that's changed about this place? Nope, nothing's changed that I can see. Wonder if he's actually thinking about this, or if he's setting up a bad joke. Nope, I'm drawing a blank here. A quiet mow is a good mow in my book. I guess there really aren't any other things that have changed, huh? Well, there is one teensy tiny thing that does seem different. Tell us. What changed? Well, on the morning of the crime, over on that bulletin board, this piece of paper was posted front and center. Piece of paper? It's torn, so I don't know what it said, but I could see the title. Yikes! It says, "To the murderer." Murderer? Yep, that's what it says, but the rest of it has been ripped off. I don't know who posted it. When did you find this? The morning before the murder. Before the murder? Yes, the ringmaster was killed the night after this paper was discovered. Who in the world posted this thing? Note added to the court record. Nick, I think we'd better follow up on this important lead. Let's see. Hey, you know anything about this? Actually, what about the statue? Yeah, you don't fucking know any shit. I hate you. I didn't mean to click that. Okay. Nope. Can we go into Acro's room yet? Move. No. Where's Regina? Hey. Oh yeah, let's talk about your bust. I don't care. Do you know anything about this note? The morning of the murder, it was posted on the wall in the cafeteria. I do know all about that note. When I read it, my heart certainly skipped a beat. Your heart skipped a beat? While I was enjoying my morning tea, the ringmaster and company entered the room. And company? I guess it wasn't really a company, it was just the ringmaster and my sweetie pie. When the ringmaster read the note, he turned an incredible bright red. All of a sudden, he tore it off the wall and shoved it into the pocket of his tailcoat. Really? Out of curiosity, what in the world was written on that thing? Let's see. Uh-huh. Oh, I don't want to steal the fun from my sweeties. Go and find out on your own. I'm sure you can find it somewhere. You might also want to ask my sweetie pie princess. So you don't know. Not the right place. I meant to go into the big top. And then we go into the ringmaster's room. And then we examine. And that's probably what this piece of paper is. Hey, do you see that? There's a scrap of paper shoved in the pocket of the tailcoat. You know, I've got a feeling I know what that is. I bet that's the other half of the note that Mo gave us. Let's hurry up and check this thing out, Nick. I knew it. It fits perfectly with the other piece. Wow, it doesn't even have a tear in it anymore. What does it say? What does it say? To the murderer, I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Meet me at 10 p.m. tonight at the Lodging House Plaza. Tonight at 10 p.m.? Wait, wouldn't he be wearing that coat? Maybe he has multiple coats. Maybe he stuffed it in that pocket, took it off, and then forgot about it. That's when the murder took place. Now we need to find out who called out the ringmaster. Big Top Cafeteria. December 29th, Big Top Cafeteria. What? Mo's gone. There's a message on the bulletin board. I'm hungry, so I'm off to get some hamburgers. Love, Mo. Hamburger. Just thinking about it is making me hungry. All of a sudden, I need a burger bad. All of a sudden, I need a new partner bad. Hamburger, cheeseburger, Big Mac, Whopper, hamburger. I love that video. Stop making me hungry. Ooh, you want to eat burgers so bad. You want to eat such a tasty burger. Hey, do you know anything about this? No. You don't know anything about anything. I hate you. Oh, hey, Gumshoe. December 29th, Housing Watch. Hey, Detective Gumshoe, I'm sure you did a good job, as usual. Well, I am done with the investigation of the acrobat, finally. But with Miss Von Karma... Nick, what is that? That beeping sound. It's Miss Von Karma! Huh? Every time I hear that sound, she's usually not very far behind. Some sort of pager or something? You don't mind, pal, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna go in and get out of here, quick. See ya, pal. I didn't know that Gumshoe could run that fast. So much for being a flatfoot. What? Wait, when was this established? How about I kill you, streamer? You can't kill me, you can't kill me. I'm such a special boy, you can't kill me. Never seen a grown man be so afraid of a girl still in her teens. Well, let's go inside. It's freezing out here. The wind is biting us. Ow! It's biting us lashes from a whip. Von Karma. She really did appear. It was a real battle today in court, wasn't it, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Did you have to jump out and scare us like that? What can I do for you? Tomorrow will be the day my dream finally comes true. You mean the story of my defeat at your hands making the national news? Haha, national news? You possess such a small sense of scale. The global news, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Your miserable plight will be known internationally. I think she might be overestimating the importance of a win by just a smidge. Miss Von Karma, it appears you got your hands onto something big, huh? Ha, I'm amazed you picked up on that much. Anyone could. You couldn't hide that look of victory with 10 paper bags on your head. I've got conclusive evidence and a conclusive witness. Do you need any more hints? A conclusive witness? You must mean the acrobat, right? I'm putting in the summons for him to be called as a witness as we speak. It's the final nail in your coffin, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Yeah, I get it already. You want to beat and destroy me. I can't worry about her. I've got to try and find out more information myself. Why do you keep giving Nick the evil eye? Doesn't matter if you prove the defendant guilty tomorrow. Nothing will be able to bring your dad back. Nice one. My dad? You must mean the esteemed Manfred von Karma. Of course, your dad. I know you miss him. Enough out of you. One more word and you'll get a mouthful of whip. Now, when did I ever bring up my papa's name in this, or any other conversation? Then what's this revenge thing you're talking about? You wouldn't understand, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I have to see him again, one more time. Him? I'm sure you know to whom I refer. Miles Edgeworth. What? Edgeworth? Mr. Edgeworth? Miles Edgeworth? Miles Edgeworth? Why would you even bring him up? She said the M word and E word. You haven't forgotten, have you? Did you know who it was that trained the gifted prosecutor Miles Edgeworth? Manfred von Karma. Exactly right, it was my papa. That means that Edgeworth was... right again. Miles was like a little brother to me, it's the other way around. Huh? Little brother? But Edgeworth and Nick are the same age. Edgeworth. There he is! There he is! The man who inspired me to become an attorney. I fought against him in a few cases. But little after that case was over, he vanished. Gay flashback. It's your fault he's gone, huh? It's the truth, isn't it, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Nick, what does she mean? Edgeworth's dead. He's not dead. Edgeworth was never quite the same after that case, and then with the case after that one, he never set foot into court again. Then one day, he just vanished. All he left was a simple note at the prosecutor's office. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death. That was 1 year ago. It's a few months after you left to go back home. Mr. Edgeworth, he's dead? I don't believe it. He's still alive, I'm sure of it. Somewhere in this world, he's still alive. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death? Of course he did. You ruined his reputation as a prosecutor. You effectively killed the prosecutor in him. Just like your victory muddied the honorable name Von Karma. I'm going to find him. And then I'm going to teach him his rightful place with my own 2 hands. Nick, about Mr. Edgeworth. Maya, I already told you this once. Don't make me do it again. Don't bring up his name in front of me again, okay? Nick? Miss Von Karma. What? I don't know if you're God's gift to prosecutors or not, but I've had about enough of you. Him, too. What in the world happened? This dog is all bark and no bite. He's already been defeated. Regardless, I have nothing to inform you two of today. Tomorrow will be the greatest courtroom battle this country has ever seen. Nick, let's go. We need to talk with the performer on the 3rd floor. I'm sorry I brought it up, Nick. Wee. Hi. Birds. December 29th. Lodging house, 3rd floor, Acro's room. You must be Phoenix Wright. Yes. Just look at the birds instead. Pleased to meet you. I'm Ken Dingling. But here at the circus, everyone just calls me Acro. Ken Dingling. Mr. Acro. How do you know my name? The detective told me. He said you'd definitely show up here. Acro, you're a member of the circus as well? That's right. I mainly performed on the tightrope or the flying trapeze. But nowadays, all I perform is is my wheelchair. What's up? Acro, why'd you join the circus? When I was a kid, my parents failed miserably at business. Then one night they decided to run away from it all without me. The only person who was willing to take my parents' place was the ringmasters. The ringmaster took such incredible care of me. He was truly a lifesaver. I'm just gonna continue looking at the birds. The birds are cute. The whole screen was like a fucking jump scare. Seems like the ringmaster was truly a saint. He was. That's why I decided to do something very important. I decided that I would devote my entire life to finding a way to repay him. And now, look how someone repaid him for all the good in his life. Such a shame. Sometimes I think that he was almost too kind. Perhaps he was too kind to his performers. Perhaps he was too kind to his daughter. I wonder if he spoiled Regina. Have you seen her? Regina's so cute. She's truly a princess. Truly a princess. Are you sure that's a good thing? Do I detect a hint of a grudge against Regina? I'm sorry to ask, but why are you in a wheelchair? The nerves in my legs were badly damaged, and you can't walk now? I can't even stand now. And since I live on the 3rd floor, I can't even leave this building by myself. That's awful. Maya Fey ableism. There's all sorts of things happening in this fucking circus. Good lord. The hits just keep coming. Oh. Cyclops. Doesn't seem like Acro's injuries were acrobatic in nature. It just keeps coming for real. This is why I dread this chapter. Yeah, this chapter is, something. The fact they never moved him to a ground floor room. Yeah, literally, why not just fucking have, like, him and Mo switch rooms? Good fucking lord. What's on your mind, Mr. Wright? Well, exactly when were you injured? Should we take bets on the next stereotype to show up in this case? Oh, it's been almost 6 months since I was hurt. I injured my legs during practice. Okay, it's been 6 months. Could at least still have at least temporarily moved until it, like 6 months. Like, how is that a lot of time to, like, not have moved him to the ground floor for the love of God? 6 months is long, yeah. Like, damn, they want to talk about how, like, fucking nice they are, but, like, a whole half year to sort out a good living situation? Yeah. Why the fuck this man got a tire swing almost touching the floor? I think it's for the, he's got a pet monkey. Because of course he does. A monkey who takes care of Acro habitually gathers all sorts of shiny things. Did they leave the monkey to be the one to help transport him? Did they really leave the fucking monkey to do this? To be the one to, like, help him get off the fucking 3rd floor? Don't fucking tell me. 6 months ago? What in the world went on at the circus then? This whole part is like an onion, except every layer's made of shit instead of made of an onion. I stopped by yesterday and noticed that you weren't in your room. I was at the hospital all day yesterday. Ah, you were there for rehabilitation? What about the murder? Of course I knew about it. I spoke with the police before they allowed me to go to the hospital. Before I got the call from the prosecutor, I was convinced that it was all a dream. Huh? I like the photorealistic orangutan on the calendar in the background. Yeah. I I just couldn't believe it. When I saw what I saw... What you saw? Jeez, that sounded really ominous. Is that supposed to be his monkey, but they just couldn't be bothered to get him the right kind of monkey? I don't know. What did you see, Acro? That night, I was in bed sleeping when I heard a huge sound coming from below my window. I see, the scene of your crime was right below your window. That's when I looked out the window. God, I really hope they don't pull some kind of fucking... Like, this chapter feels like it can only get fucking worse. Where are the shits besides the tuba? That looks like a pipe. Like a car exhaust pipe or something. What did you see? He was flying straight up into the air. He? Maximilian Galactica. Pipe bomb. What? That's what I thought he'd say. You're absolutely positive that it was Max you saw flying? I'm absolutely sure. There's no doubt in my mind. Nick. What else has he got back there? He's got some symbols, a basketball, what is that? Some sort of rod, like, a bottle that looks like the inside part of a wheel, of a car wheel. Vodka? Oh, the funny monkey must have collected those since it collects shiny things. Yeah, it collects shiny things. This is like a room from I Spy. It really does feel like an I Spy room, kinda, yeah. I actually, hold on. I mean, I don't have a camera, so I'm not gonna show it, but I actually have a fucking... Does this even have a CD in it? No, it doesn't, but I've got the case for an I Spy Spooky Mansion Deluxe game, that was... It says Scholastic, so I'm assuming I might have bought it at a Scholastic book fair, like, years ago, in elementary school. I found this recently, though. System requirements, Windows, Macintosh. Oh boy, what do you need what are the system requirements on Windows? Pentium 2666 megahertz or faster processor. Microsoft Windows 95, 98, 2000, ME, XP, or later. That means I can play it. 64 megabyte RAM. Minimum 20 megabyte hard disk space available. 16-bit color. 8x CD-ROM drive. Windows compatible sound card. Next stream game. Yeah, if I can find the fucking disc somewhere. Ages 6 to 10. Damn, guess I can't play it. Only up to 6 to 10. Alright, what am I looking for with the wheelchair? You'll go to jail if you play it now. I'm still undergoing rehabilitation for my injuries. I still can't stand, but the doctors say that I'll be able to recover and walk again. Out of curiosity, what kind of accident was it again? I don't really have much more to add beyond that. Acro's hiding what really caused his accident. Maybe it's related to what happened to the ringmaster. Maximilian Galactico, right? You'll have to forgive me, but I try not to think about him. Acro won't even look at it. It looks like something is really weighing on him. What's this? That's what we want to know. It was posted in the cafeteria the morning before the murder. In the cafeteria? What happened? He suddenly looks incredibly serious. It's got something to do with her, then you should go straight to the source. Her? Regina, ask her about it. So, he says he might be able to walk again eventually, but, like, could have still at least moved him to the first floor. God damn. I fucking hate his wheelchair, by the way. Like, I get he's a circus guy, so broke and, like, wah, but that is literally such a horrible wheelchair. The backrest is literally just a scrap of cloth. Yeah. That does not look, like, easy or comfortable to use at all. Like, ew. I hate this man. Where's Regina? December 29th, Barry Big Circus. Thankfully, he's already athletic, so he can handle wheeling himself around, but, like, the risks of hand injuries on that thing... Grrr. I've got a bad feeling about this. Grrr. Yeah, Nick! Wonderful. Today's special must be Filet-O-Phoenix. Stay, heel. Oh, Maya, Nick, it's you guys. I'm sorry, I guess I made a mistake. Mistake? Yeah, a little one. I was thinking of teaching whatever primate was out there a lesson. But I was expecting more of a monkey than a human. A monkey? She's trying to fucking kill the monkey. Filet-O-Phoenix, how would that work? By the time you put it in a bun, it's resurrected. Yeah, that's true. So, it's a pity about what happened to the ringmaster. Why does she have a card-captor Sakura wand? I guess. I don't know. She's fancy, I guess. Dad? Everyone loved him, didn't they? He must have been quite a man. He was. I love my dad so much. I hate to say it, but she doesn't seem all that broken up about her father. That's why I feel so lonely. Now that I won't be able to see him for a while. For a while? Yeah. When Leon died, I talked with my dad, and he told me that when someone dies, they just become a star in the heavens. Star? That means that my dad is looking down on me from the sky. That's why I love the night so much. I can see everyone who's gone. Whoa, that's just like, that's just like the fucking Firefly from Princess and the Frog. Sorry, I'm adjusting my mic if you hear that. I think that's a bit loose. I gotta tighten that. It's like swirling around a bit too much. When someone dies, they just become a star in the heavens. That's kind of sweet. But I bet there's no way that Maya believes that. What do you mean there's no way I believe that? Do you think that one day I'll be a star too? Of course! You really think so? Yeah, you will, I think. I've got a feeling that everyone is doing great up there in the sky. I wonder if everything's alright with Regina. The monkey. Just to go back and clear something up, why'd you want to teach Money a lesson? Because he's a meanie. He's got something that means a lot to me. He's a monkey. Something that means a lot to you? It must be something shiny, right? Actually, it's a stage costume. It's got lots of spangles. It's really beautiful. You should see it. We should? When the costume gets hit by the spotlight, it dazzles. Hey, Mr. Attorney, huh? If you saw that monkey, you'd get my costume back for me, wouldn't you? It's really important to me. Wow. Leave it all up to us. Guess there's no turning down that request. Yeah, you really gonna do it? Hey, I got a question. Regina, have you ever seen this before? I know what this is. Really? Well, it was in my pocket for a while. It was in your pocket? This piece of paper was in your pocket. I guess I noticed it was in there around breakfast time. Breakfast time? Yeah, I always take Acro his breakfast in the morning. That's when I also take out the trash in his room. When I'd go to the cafeteria and eat my own breakfast. That's when you realized the piece of paper was in your pocket? Yep, but since I'm not a murderer, I just figured it belonged in someone else's pocket. And then what? I wondered if the person who lost it was in trouble, so... You didn't put it on the bulletin board in the cafeteria, did you? I did! I stuck it up there. How'd you know? So it was Regina who put it up there. When did this happen? The morning of the murder, I think. That explains a lot. I wonder who wrote this. Found in Regina's pocket on the morning of crime. Keep our cafeteria clean. Something smells fantastic. So we know it can't be Mo. Wait, I know what it is. It's burgers. I think I'm gonna be real quick, because I think I need some water. Okay, let me, BRB. I'm gonna grab some water. Okay, I'm back. I got water. My throat needs that. I usually have a drink before I start this, but I didn't grab one, so I just realized I left the fucking thing in the background. Whoopsies. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Bistro du Cirque, aka the cafeteria. It smells so good in here, and those burgers look great. She's drooling like she's some sort of crazed burger monster. My burgers are the best. Juicy meat, toasted buns, special sauce. That was certainly some words you chose. They're absolutely irresistible to anyone with a hankering for a burger. One bite will send you into hamburger heaven. I bet. I can tell by the smell. Well, I'm getting hungry too. Those burgers must have some kind of special power. Now that the ringmaster's gone, what are you going to do? That's what I thought about the past 2 days. Hold on, my fucking sleeves keep full up. God, just hit my mic. Everyone loved Russell. You've heard Acro's story, haven't you? Like how he was adopted when he was younger? He's calmed down a bit now, but he was livid when he heard about the murder. Acro was so upset that he said he couldn't go on. He was that upset? Yes, he was. Anyway, I gave it some thought. Maybe I should give up on trying to be a half-baked clown. I've been thinking of trying on the ringmaster's shoes. What? Really? Max would still be an issue, though. Max? He may be a bit mean and hard to work with, but it's hard to argue his importance. It's probably the reason the circus is still around. A lot of what he says is right. Mo. All that's left is to see if someone can get over the tragedy. You know... The tragedy? You know? What is he talking about? Get over what tragedy, Mo? Don't worry about it. It's nothing at all. He must mean the tragic death of the ringmaster, right? Yes, that's it. You're right, girlie. Dang, correctamundo. Does he mean ding? Mo, I mean no disrespect here, but are you lying to us? Eh? No, not at all. What makes you think that? Just the way you said if everyone can get over the tragedy seemed a bit strange. It sounded like you were talking about something from a long time ago. Eek. Mo, I'm right, aren't I? Damn, 2! We got 2 to deal with. It was about 6 months ago. It was just a little accident. Give me a break. Us old men have accidents. I wear big pants for a reason. 6 months ago, eh? Yo, Mo is shitting. Let's just see what we have to go look for. And get over it. Mo, please tell us what happened 6 months ago. What in the world went on at the circus? Okay, there's no need to look so scary when you ask me. Hey, look over there, some juicy burgers. Let's eat instead. Unfortunately, I'm more of a grilled chicken sandwich man myself. Actually, I've kind of got an idea of what happened back then. Well, you said something about an accident. This wouldn't happen to be the cause of that accident, would it? The cause? I don't think I have enough evidence yet. Should investigate and gather some more clues before I try again. Okay. Move. Big top. Move. Ringmaster's room. I don't think there's anything else in here. No. E, what do we have for you? about the wheelchair. I have to ask you, how were you injured? I'm sorry, I thought we talked about this. It was an accident that happened during practice. An accident during practice? Yes, unfortunately acrobats are prone to all sorts of injuries. He's lying. If that were the real cause, he'd have no reason to keep it secret. Acro, are you really telling me that a practice accident was the cause of your injury? I don't think I know yet. I don't think I have enough evidence yet. Should investigate and gather some more clues before I try again. Move. Circus entrance. Oh, do you know anything about this? Nope. This guy's fucking useless to me. Oh, to the murderer. You haven't forgotten what happened 6 months ago, have you? I've concluded. Oh, right. This. Okay. Well, he's got 2, so let's do him first, maybe. Get over it. Nope, this is about the cause. Ooh. I don't know about the cause yet. Okay, so maybe this does go to him first. I love having to move between rooms. Okay. Let's see if I can solve this. Moving my mic again, because it's kinda in the way here. About the wheelchair. Ask you, how are you injured? This maybe? Do you mind if I ask you a question first? What do you want to know? Do you really think I could get an injury like this from something like that? Okay. Nope, I don't. What? I'm missing something at the moment then. Circus entrance, move. December 29th, Detention Center, Visitor's Room. They must have taken Max in for questioning again. There isn't anything that we need to ask him right now anyway. Right, I guess. Alright, let's go then. I did want to ask him, actually. What am I supposed to do here? Ah, it's Acro. Is he in his room today? Yes, he is. We just came back from meeting with him. I hope his legs get better soon. Acro's so incredible, especially on the trapeze. The trapeze is that enormous swing hanging from the top of the tent, right? Yup, that's it. I really want to see him up there again. Acro the Acrobat. That's strange. Acro doesn't seem to have very many nice things to say about Regina. But Regina seems to like Acro just fine. Circus entrance. I forgot that I can present people. Not what I meant to do. Okay, nope, you're useless to me.
He's always been a very private guy. When he came here, he was only about 10 years old. We just started the very big circus around that time that Russell took him in. These are really hard memories to bring up.
Acro was so happy to have joined the circus. He was especially grateful to the ringmaster. I'm sure he's grateful to you too.
Huh? He's grateful to me too? Oh shucks, you guys are exaggerating.
He's fidgeting around so much you can tell that he's embarrassed. Not where I meant to go. Move. Circus entrance. Move. Lodging house. Move. You. Hi, present. You want to know about Max? Well, his colleagues in the circus all seem to hate him. What about you, Acro? I've got my issues with him as well. But he just also happens to have a diamond shining in his soul. A diamond shining in his soul? I guess you could say it is his pride as a performer. We didn't have that pride in ourselves before Max arrived. Honestly, I think he brought something wonderful to this circus when he came. Acro. This guy's really different from the other members of the circus. I was hoping you could shed some light on Ben. Well, he'll always be here. And as long as he's here, he really can only continue to be a ventriloquist, whether that's a good thing for him or not. I'm afraid I can't really say. You're just like this prosecutor. What? You and the prosecutor have the same glint in your eyes. You're joking, right? You think I'm like that whip-carrying demon? Whoa, no need to get so hostile about it. You two may view things from very different perspectives, for now. But you both see the world through the same color-tinted glasses. I know, because when I look at people, their eyes are the only things I can believe in. Wow. Nick and Miss Von Karma, huh? Regina. Mo is shitting? Yeah, he's shitting. She's cool, isn't she? Can you believe such a cute girl as an animal tamer? It seems animals are not the only thing she tames. Huh? Max the Ringmaster, Ben. She's got them all under her thumb. What do you mean by that? Maybe I went a bit overboard. It's just Regina's innocence. She was incredibly sheltered as a child. I'd say it seems that way. That's why she can be so cruel. What? Regina is just like the animals she claims to tame. She's innocent, thus she can be cruel. Wonder what happened between Acro and Regina. The Ringmaster, he was even more than a father to me. When he took me in, the circus was in bad shape. It's obvious that he had no real way of supporting us. Who does he mean by us? Is that why you started with acrobatics? Back then, I was only 9 years old. I begged the Ringmaster to let me try, and he finally gave in. Having a kid in the circus was probably the last thing in the world that he wanted. I just wanted to be helpful, so I could help the Ringmaster. That's such a nice story. The Ringmaster really believed in Mo, 100%. What will happen to the circus now that the Ringmaster's gone? The beginning of the Lawrence Curls era, I suppose. I wonder if it's really alright to let Mo run the show. Mr. Wright, you don't know much about Mo, I suspect. You can see right through me.
Aw, Nick, you can't let him get to you like that. You're an attorney.
Present himself. I can't believe what happened to the ringmaster. Such a wonderful man. What a pity. I have no clue what to do with my life now. I'm sorry. This circus meant everything to me. But don't worry about me. There are still things that I have left to do in this world. Oh. December 29th, lodging house, first floor, Mo's room. Mo's not here. What's that? I hear something. Stop it, Nick, you're scaring me. Oh, it's the monkey. Nick, it's money! That monkey's holding something. That's it, that's the thing that means a lot to Regina, remember? Alright, time to take on this monkey, attorney style. Ooh, 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 scratch, scratch. Yikes! I tried to have a monkey-to-monkey talk with him. I really did. Nick, you... I swiped it while Money was distracted. Debate the monkey. Wow, you're really on the ball today, Nick. Let me see it, let me see it. Huh? You can see it fine from where you are. You know what I mean. I really want to try on Regina's costume. Maybe then they'll take you in at the circus and I can get some peace and quiet, What's the matter now? It doesn't fit me at all. Oh well, I guess it's time for you to lay off the burgers. Not to mention it doesn't look like something any girl I know would actually wear. Good fucking lord, this... And this chapter's really bringing in everything, huh? Here you go, Regina. Yay, thank you. You really got it back for me? Don't mention it. I love you, Mr. Attorney. It's nothing. No wonder guys melt a mush in front of this girl. Hey, Regina. That costume is yours, right? I tried it on, but it didn't fit me. Huh? This costume? This isn't mine. It was Leon's. Leon's? Leon's? You know, the lion she told us about. Oh. I don't think Leon was a tiger. It was a lion. Oh, the one that someone killed. He was killed, wasn't he? See, if that was for a lion, that would have to have been just fucking gigantic. Leon, he was killed, wasn't he? That's right, my dad killed him. Why? Well, Leon did something really bad during practice. During practice? Leon was sitting down, and then he opened his mouth, you know, gah! We're already beaten down, but they still beating us. Usually when he did that, I would put my head into his mouth. What? You put your head into a lion's mouth? I sure did. The people in the crowd always loved seeing me do that. They'd always start screaming. You sure they were screaming because they loved seeing you do that? Anyways, what was the bad thing? Oh yeah, Leon bit someone during that practice. Regina, everything was alright though, right? No, it wasn't alright. That was the problem. My dad was incredibly angry. And that's when Leon... Yeah, that's when he became a star in the sky. Poor thing. Get over it. You said something about an accident. This wouldn't happen to be the cause of that accident, would it?
The lion.
Killing an animal because of a human error. Yippee, this fucking chapter. I mean, it could depend on if it had to be, like, at the moment, like, if the lion wouldn't, like, let go if it bit someone or whatever. But yeah, like, it's very much, like, this is why they don't fucking allow... This is why fucking animals in the circus are all, like, fucking awful. It's bad. I heard a little bit about it from Regina. Leon made a mistake during a practice, right?
How did you... I told them so many times. You shouldn't be doing such dangerous acts. Like putting
her head inside Leon's mouth, right?
Yeah, but Regina believed in Leon. She believed so strongly that the ringmaster went along. He never could say no to her.
Out of curiosity, who was bitten? Damn, you are, like, somehow the smartest person in this fucking circus, which is somehow saying a lot. Come on, Mo, don't clam up on me now. Who did Leon bite on the head?
Well, I promised I wouldn't say anything.
You promised?
He's involved in this too, you know.
He's involved, huh? Mo must be talking about... Oh, is this the person that you promised you wouldn't say anything? Maybe it's him. His head does look like it's been squished. It must have been at Acro, right?
How'd you know?
Don't worry about that, Mo. Getting to the bottom of this accident may help solve what happened to the ringmaster.
No way!
I need to know the truth about what happened to Russell. Please tell me what you know.
I'm sorry, Acro.
Whee!
It's just like you said, you know, the accident.
Did someone die?
No, but it would have probably been better if he had.
What? How would that have been better? Yeah, that's... God. Chapter.
He's still alive, but when he got bit, he suffered massive brain damage. Never recovered from the coma that he's in.
Coma?
All he does now is lie in his bed at the hospital. That's all he's ever going to be able to do.
I see. How is he related to Acro?
He's his brother.
Huh?
The person who got bit was Acro's brother.
But brother?
They were an acrobat team of brothers, Acro and Bat. Cute nicknames, I thought. Anyways, they were an incredible team, cut down together in their prime.
Who is Acro's younger brother?
Sean Diggling, but everyone always called him Bat. He fell in love with Regina, tried to win her love was his downfall.
Everyone seems to fall in love with Regina.
6 months ago, while we were practicing, all of a sudden Bat blurts out, "Let me perform with Leon."
Why'd you do that? $22. Good lord. Why does everyone fall in love with a 16-year-old child? Literally? This fucking circus sucks. The hits keep coming. Fuck this chapter, dude. Literally.
Oh no, but that's what caused the accident. I'll never forget that moment. It was so strange. Leon had the weirdest look on his face. He was smiling.
You mean Leon's?
Yes, Leon. When he bent down, he was smiling.
I don't think...
Some sick grid.
No way, that's impossible. A smirking lion, a flying murderer. Why does it seem like that's always Mo who catches all these incredible events? Was the lion in love with the child too? Oh god. Nick, can lions smile? Let's find out. The answer is probably not. Can lions smile? Smiling. They do. It's an important role in the communication between Pride members. They don't smile, they just do the troll face! Oh my god. Yeah, Lan was just trolling when he bit down on his head.
We never told the police about the incident. The circus would have been shut down if we had. The next day, the ringmaster took Leon out and shot him with a rifle.
So that's what really happened.
Well, you guys were so serious. What was I supposed to do? I had to tell you.
It's just a prank, bro. But, like, the most wild thing, too, is that he killed Leon because Leon attacked someone. How they get a rifle in Japan? This is Japan, America. They have guns there. It's wild that they, like, he's like, oh, the lion fucking attacked him, so I'll put it down. Now let's get a tiger. They only merge it with America so they can have guns? Possibly.
But all this truthfulness has put me in the mood for a burger. Here, you two have some pepper. Shaker, shaker, shaker.
There he goes again, acting like his normal crazy self. Achoo!
Nice, what a wonderful sneeze.
Huh? You think so? Think every gun was just like the one that killed Shinzo Abe? Yeah. Lego Brickster ass gun, fucking contraption, fucking junk rat ass gun. Where the fuck we go from serious moment to sneeze rating? What?
You sneeze with pepper and slip it up a napkin. That's basic clownsmanship. Girlie, I know you got to understand that.
Nick, I think I'd make a good clown.
Other than Regina, I've never seen a cuter sneezer.
Heh, does Regina sneeze with pepper too?
She does. Bat would always tease her with pepper.
The Bat?
From my point of view, those two always look so perfect together.
He's 22. They look perfect together, huh? Am I awake or is this some fucked up dream? Move. Big top. Move. Circus entrance. Now this clown is sad again. He was fine, then he's sad again. Yeah. Yeah. I swear to fucking God, if the lion killed the 22-year-old because it was jealous of his relationship with the 16-year-old, I'm gonna be so pissed off. Literally! Like, this chapter is just fucking insane. Ah, Mr. Wright, back again, I see. Well, he did say I'll be back. Wait, or was that someone else? We're back because Acro's hiding why his legs were injured. He was hurt in the accident 6 months ago. It would seem that he knows that we know. Well, it seems you've got things you want to talk about, so fire away. The ringmaster killed the lion because he wanted a relationship with the 22-year-old. Ringmaster's her dad. The 22-year-old's in him. The coma guy. I have to ask you, how are you injured? I'm sorry, I thought we talked about this. It was an accident that happened during practice. An accident during practice. Yes, unfortunately acrobatics are prone to all sorts of injuries. He's lying if that, yep. Is it this? Leon, 6 months ago you were attacked by the lion. That's when you were injured. This place is a circus derogatory. I know I'm on the right track, I just need to keep going. You're saying that I was attacked by a lion? That's what I'm saying. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright, but I'm an acrobat. I'm no animal tamer. If a lion was coming at me, I'd be running for the exit. Okay, maybe attacked is not the best word to be using. So let me rephrase that as battled the lion. You seem to enjoy telling jokes. Why would I decide to battle a lion? Because you had to fight it. You had to fight it to save someone. How old is Acro? 26. So how about it, Acro? I selected the wrong person. Bat. It was a shame what happened to your brother 6 months ago. You tried to save him, didn't you? And that's how you got that terrible injury. Mo, he must have told you. Yes, we learned about Bat from Mo. But he didn't mention anything about you in regards to the accident. I suppose it was just a slip of the tongue on his part, that's how I figured it out. A slip of the tongue?
Anyways, they were an incredible team, cut down together in their prime.
Cut down together, that was where he slipped, and that's how I figured it out. You two ended up at the enter of the same accident together, like always. I see. But an accident is an accident. It wasn't anyone's fault. I still haven't broken Acro's last psych lock. This must be one incredibly deep-seated secret. It wasn't anyone's fault. Do you care to explain more? Acro, I know you were still hiding something from me. Maybe someone you don't seem to like much is the reason you're being evasive. Regina. You always seem calm and collected until you start talking about her. Saying things like she's cruel. Well done, Mr. Attorney. You've got quite the set of eagle eyes. You know, her tiger tried to attack me. Regent tried to attack you. Twice. He wasn't serious, I'm sure. You're not trying to insinuate that I believe she spurred on Leon to attack a bat, are you? Leon was never taught a command to attack people. Regina isn't capable of doing anything like that. Besides, Regina had no reason to want to hurt my little brother. Regina and Bat were such good friends back then. But you still hate Regina. I've got proof of it. What? What are you talking about? Don't. Maybe I overdid it again. But if I can hand something over to Acro, maybe it'll... Here's proof that you had it out for Regina all along. This one, probably. This, where'd you get it? Regina posted on the bulletin board in the cafeteria. Before that, it was in her pocket. I guess I noticed it was in there around breakfast time. I always take Acro as breakfast in the morning. You wrote this and then you put it in her pocket. That's right, isn't it? That's right. Well done, Mr. Wright. Unlock successful. Whee! My legs were injured by Leon 6 months ago. My younger brother, Bat, had a dare with Regina. A dare? An absurd dare. If I can put my head inside of Leon's mouth like you do, you have to go out to the movies with me on a date.
That's insane. Didn't he know how dangerous that is?
We all thought he was being stupid, too. That line was very old to begin with. And age brought with it countless experience in doing that very trick. Fortunately, this particular time, I guess Leon wasn't ready or willing. And that's when the accident happened. He just wanted to take her out to the movies. Poor Bat. When Leon chomped down, I jumped towards him. Then Leon attacked me, and that's how I ended up.
What about Bat?
He's still in a coma. I went to the hospital yesterday to visit him. I see. I'm still waiting for him to open his eyes again. And that's the reason why I keep going. Oh shit, no, that was a new line. There we go. Bat and Regina. They were such great friends. Oh yeah, I wanted you to take a look at this.
What is it?
This is a scarf my brother was wearing when Leon attacked him.
Gross. It's covered in blood.
This scarf is a present from Regina to my brother on the day of the accident. When he did it, he looked like he was smiling.
He?
Leon, obviously.
Oh.
When he bit down on Bat's head, the expression on Leon's face looked like a grin.
Nick.
I know, most said the same thing. What do you think it all means? I'll be taking that scarf if you don't mind. Miss Von Karma? I've already heard everything, so hand over that scarf.
But the scarf is evidence in the trial.
That's for me to decide. I think we should begin our preparations now, Acro.
Preparations?
I've served a summons to Acro to appear in court tomorrow as a witness. Acro, we'll talk more at the prosecutor's office.
Acro, a witness?
Come, Acro, let's go to the office. Yes, ma'am.
Now what do we do, Nick? How are we going to handle tomorrow?
Don't worry about it, I'll figure something out. Oh yeah, she took the scarf. I don't think the prosecutor gets to decide what is or isn't evidence. Yeah. I don't think... Built different, yeah.
Look at you, all full of confidence. You must have found something you can use.
We did? This is all beginning to come together now.
Is it?
Save your progress? Yes. December 30th, 9:41 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby, number 5. Good morning, Max. Oh, yeah. Good morning, sweeties. You don't seem like your usual sparkling self today. I'm always like this before I go in front of an audience. I'm working up to it.
Tee. Don't get nervous, Maxie. Here, have a glass of milk.
Regina! How fabulous, my sweetie pie princess! You came to watch my performance today.
Of course I did. Mo told me that I should come and watch this.
Mo said that?
So, what kind of performance will you put on today? Let me guess, you'll fly at the end?
It's not that kind of show. Isn't that right, my sweeties?
Huh?
I think my sweetie pie princess doesn't... Yeah, she doesn't seem to realize what's going on, or even where she is.
Well, Max, it looks like it's time to raise the curtain. I'll see you later. Today I'm just a member of the audience.
Fabulous. Enjoy yourself out there.
Good luck, Max. You're the best.
Regina's different, don't you think, Nick?
Top of the morning to you, laddies. My name is Jacksepticeye. Everybody, let's get ready to get stuck in legal limbo. How low can you go?
Bo.
Top of the morning to you, governor.
Top of the morning.
Top of the morning to you, laddies.
That's the ticket. Attack of the day starts with the energy in the morning. The early bird gets the worm, but then again, worms lack higher brain function. Here, Max, I brought you a present. Have some milk.
Oh my, thanks.
So, how are you today, Wright?
Well, I've got the feeling that today I'm going to face off against the real culprit. What's with the milk?
You mean Acro?
Huh? You think he did it?
Be careful. He's used to putting his life on the line, literally. He's got guts to spare.
If all I've got to worry about is how thin the tightrope is, I'm used to it already. It just means that I won't be able to press him like I can other witnesses. Do we really think he did it? I don't think so. What are you going to do then, Nick? I guess today we'll just have to do it without our usual psychological warfare. Today we rely on evidence. It's the only way we'll get past Acro and to the truth. The tiger did it. Revenge for killing his lion friend. You're right, but it's gonna be tough.
Anyways, I want you to make sure that Regina sees it all today. It's important that she'll finally have to deal with the reality of what happened to her father.
You want us to make sure Regina watches? Phoenix, right, this one might be tricky. We won't be able to use entrapment.
Yes, that's why I brought her to court today.
What's that supposed to mean?
She needs to know that when people die, they don't just become stars. I may be an old-fashioned clown, but I don't believe in people becoming stars.
December 30th, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 2. Damn, it'll be 10 a.m. in like 11 hours. I just got water all over myself.
Court is now in session for the trial of Maximilian Galactica.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Very well, Miss Von Karma, you may proceed with your case.
The prosecution would like to revise its previous theory of events.
What's the meaning of this?
We have discovered a new witness, or shall I say a new eyewitness. One that saw Maximilian Galactico fly off from the scene of the crime.
Order, order! I had a feeling something like this would come up.
Due to this revision, we are now prepared to explain how the defendant flew that night. An explanation the prosecution will present if the need so arises. In fact, my detectives stayed up all night creating a mock-up of the scene, on my orders. Poor Gumshoe. So let's think. We suspect that it's Acro who did the murder, I guess. At least Mo does seem to. If Acro murdered the ringmaster, why? Because like they said they were really grateful to the ringmaster. Like, I feel like if you're gonna, like... And, like, why frame Max? I feel like if you're gonna frame anyone from this circus for murder, why Max? Why not Regina?
Very well, please call your witness to the stand.
Time to get to work, or shall I say, time to walk the courtroom tightrope. Good fucking lord. Name and occupation. Ken Dingling, but everyone calls me Acro. I'm employed as an acrobat at the Berry Big Circus. I feel like Regina would be, you know... Where were you the night of the crime? I was in my room that night. If you look at the map, you will see the witness's room is near the crime scene. Too stupid? I forgot the other word. My room is on the 3rd floor. The crime scene is below my window. The night of the crime, the witness saw something quite shocking. Would you tell us what you witnessed? Okay. What I witnessed. It was just after 10 p.m., and I was resting in my bed. Around that time, I heard a large thump noise from outside the window. Then, a few moments later, I saw someone flying right by my window. It was Max Galactica. I only saw him from behind, but that's who it looked like. To be honest, when I saw that, I thought I was dreaming.
This witness's testimony matches up exactly with that of the clown.
If that's the case, there's very little the prosecution need add. All that's left is to explain how the defendant disappeared into the sky that night. Before we get that far, I'd like to cross-examine the witness. A foolish choice by a foolish fool who wishes to feel the foolish sadness of a sad fool. A man must know the proper timing for things, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Just like your old friend, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, did. Damn. She's really pushing his buttons. Mr. Wright, do you have a problem with the testimony? In the words of Miss Von Karma, may I quote yesterday's proceedings? There's no way that actually happened.
Very well, you may proceed with your cross-examination.
You said that you were resting in bed. One would thus assume that you turned the lights off in your room, correct?
That's correct.
But there are safety lights around the outside of the lodging house. It's so bright sometimes it can make it hard to sleep.
If that's the case, wouldn't it be a good idea to close some curtains?
I never really thought of that. I guess that means I'm off to buy some curtains.
Sometimes I do make myself useful in these chambers.
You're the judge!
Why'd he bring his birds to court? Well, how else are we gonna know? The witness will proceed with his testimony, so they can testify too. Your room is on the 3rd floor, right? Yes. And you said that you were resting in bed. That is correct. But you were still able to hear a sound from outside?
I was indeed.
All those birds hanging around him like he's some sort of Disney princess. Yeah, I wonder why that might be. We've brought a bird to testify, so that could happen. That's true. The birds could testify. Pressing Acro doesn't seem to get results. But maybe something was contradictory in what he said just now. Wait, what did he say? I wish I could fucking see, like, a log. Fuck it, why not? If there's a contradiction, then prove it with evidence.
She's right. Let's see some evidence. Do you have any evidence to support your claim of a contradiction?
What was said? I forgot. Why'd they move the lion over here? What did he say? He still heard a sound, right? That's it? I don't remember to be H. Oh no. I'm too busy looking at the bird. Maybe that's their tactic. Let's try this. Oh my god. Whoops. Witness, would you mind repeating your testimony? I mean, at least I didn't lose anything from that. But your room is on the 3rd floor. You said you were in bed, but you were still able to hear a sound from outside. There's nothing wrong. Okay, yeah, I don't know. Until I can find a clear contradiction, I should tread lightly. Are you sure it was a human being? It could have been a mannequin, or perhaps a large action figure. Well, setting aside the possibility of a mannequin, an action figure is plausible. You have no need to mince words with Mr. Phoenix, Wright. Testify to the truth and only the truth, just as if you were there with you that night. I believe it was a human. Damn, I just strengthened his testimony. What if Acro's testimony jives with the facts? Wait. I might go back to that. The lighting room was turned off then, right? That's true, I was going to bed after all. So with the lights off, you were still able to clearly see a human fly by your window? The safety lights lit things up enough for me to see, but honestly, there's only enough light for me to see the silhouette outside my window. It was the person's back, so I couldn't see the white roses on the front.
Did you see any of the other symbols?
I clearly saw the silk hat, as well as the cloak wrapped around his body. I'm convinced that the person I saw was Max Galactica. The more I press him, the less results I seem to get. But maybe there was something fishy with this latest bit of testimony. I think this is a testimony. This is a contradiction here. If there's a contradiction, then prove it with evidence. Yeah, wouldn't his hat have fallen off? You claim to have seen the exact same thing Mo saw that night. Do you stand by that? What do you mean? The silk hat. What about the silk hat? I saw it on Max's head as he flew by my window. Well, you should have tried looking down out of your window that night. That would have been quite difficult considering the state that I'm in. Just looking outside the window is a tough enough challenge for me. That's a shame because you would have noticed the silk hat found on the scene. That's the ringmaster's hat, right? Afraid not. No matter how you look at it, this is Max's silk hat.
Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Are you saying that Max has 2 silk hats?
Nope, this is a handmade, one-of-a-kind model made only for Maximilian Galactica. Which means, Acro, that you've been fibbing on the stand.
Order, order!
As always, it looks like someone just had to open their mouth before thinking. Are you okay, Nick? Well, I opened my big mouth and now I have to back it up.
How about it, Mr. Wright? What would cause this witness to commit perjury in this court today?
Are we really gonna accuse him like this? I don't think he did it, but the game seems to be wrapping up that he did, so I guess. Your Honor, on this occasion, the defense accuses Acro himself. On this occasion? Accuse Acro? What in the world are you accusing him of? Obviously, we accuse him of the murder of Mr. Russell Berry. Who doesn't at this point, to BH, commit perjury? I mean, yeah, to be honest, like, literally this entire game is about people lying on the stand. Like, are you surprised, Judge? Fucking the judge is like, what the fuck, you mean people can lie even though they promised not to? Mr. Wright, are you serious? Deadly serious, Your Honor. Hahaha, I think your trips to the circus have served you well. You seem to have learned how to try and grab at an audience's heart and minds. Your Honor, don't allow yourself to be swayed by theatrics. Trying to wow the crowd with smoke and mirrors is the oldest bluff in the book. Really? If you don't believe me, just look at the witness. He's calm enough for it to almost be scary. Does nobody find it weird anytime Phoenix cross-examines a witness, they end up getting blamed for the murder instead? Yeah. This bird, the bird! The fucking bird! What the fucking bird? He is staying rather calm and collected. Bird trying to commit murder number 2. Mr. Dingling, do you have any response to the defense's accusation? Okay, I said this earlier. I'm gonna say that kind of. I hinted at it earlier. If they're gonna pull the whole, like, oh, he doesn't actually need the wheelchair, ooh, I'm gonna be like, gotta hate this fucking chapter. The bird is the real murderer. You don't already hate this chapter? No, I do. I already hate it. It's just, this chapter feels like it just keeps getting, like, worse and worse, literally every time. Yo, just like falling down the stairs. Whoa, just like in Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff. Sorry. I don't really need to say a thing, do I? What do you mean? Everyone, take a good look at me. I can't even stand out by myself, let alone leave the lodging house. That's true. I understand that Mr. Wright is just trying to help his client. But to do this by accusing me of a murder of all things... See, even a sliver of common sense makes it clear the accusation is ludicrous. She's right, way to pick up the Oh my god. This chapter... Hashtag Phoenix is over party. Phoenix is a poopy head. See that, Mr. Phoenix, right? If you're trying to drum up support from the peanut gallery, that's how you do it. I think that's enough of this little game. I've got a doctor's note to confirm that Acro is unable to stand under his own power. Maybe the defense is planning on making a claim to counter this as well. I can hear the defense now. Acro had an accomplice. What do you say about this, Mr. Wright? Did Acro have an accomplice? Was it the monkey? It's the birds. From the penis gallery. Do I think he had an accomplice? I mean, like... Oh, I just had a thought. I just had a thought. I just had a thought. Oh, I just had a thought. They said that when the lion was about to bite his head, it was smiling. And we found in the lock box pepper, which pepper makes you sneeze. So I think what happened is someone, like, used pepper to make the lion sneeze at that opportunity to, like, force it to bite down on his head. Let's see. Does he have an accomplice, though? Maybe? It's impossible for Acro to be the murderer in this case. That's the case, then it's natural for one to consider possible accomplices. You don't say! Not good, not good. This isn't going to end well. Don't tell me you think you're going to get off easy. What? You must not have heard that sound just now. Maybe it wasn't clear enough. The sound of you falling into your own trap card can be hard to notice sometimes.
Mr. Wright, it seems as if you won't be stopping at Acro, but will be making other accusations. If Acro didn't have an accomplice, things are not looking good for you.
I understand, Your Honor.
Very well, let's continue. Who, perchance, would happen to be Acro's accomplice?
I think it's the monkey.
You don't say!
This is suddenly looking very, very bad. Don't tell me you think you're going to get off easy.
What?
Oh, did you hear that? Hear what? What a splendid accomplice. I'm sure this accusation is built on a solid foundation. Foundation. Ah, yes, evidence.
Yes, Mr. Wright. Do you have any proof that this person you've accused was indeed an accomplice?
I'm thinking maybe I was wrong. I think the only ones who's played this is Jack, and I think Mara's only watched someone play, so I don't know if anyone could help me with this. I think maybe I'm wrong, and he did not have an accomplice. Hold on. Load. I mean, theoretically, he could drop a rock on his head. Nope, that's the wrong button. I honestly don't remember, like, the conclusion for this. What if he, like, dropped, like, a really big, shiny object on his head, and then he had the monkey go pick it up? Now then, this must be the name of when we get to hear the name of the mystery accomplice. Not this time, Von Karma. What? You're not going to sucker me into this one. I mean, she kinda did.
What are you blabbering about, Mr. Wright?
There was no accomplice. Acro planned and committed this murder all by himself.
Order, order! What the? What are you getting at?
Way to keep them on their toes, Nick. I'm gonna have to prove how it all fits together. I have to show how Acro murdered Russell Berry. Can you do it, Nick? Can you really do that? I know what I can't do. I can't stop now. If I stop attacking, I'm doomed. Alright, then let's do it. Mr. Phoenix Wright, if this witness is the killer, then his eyewitness account is all lies, right?
Mr. Wright, I'd like you to clear something up for me. When the crime was committed, exactly where was Mr. Dingling?
I do think he was in his room. Like, he had to be. I mean, where else would be... Yeah, like... There's no way he could reach the fucking... He was obviously here the entire time.
That's Acro's room.
Pretty simple, eh? Acro wasn't able to leave the lodging house by himself. In that case, there can be only one correct answer. Acro didn't leave his room to kill the ringmaster.
What? Are you nuts? What say you, Mr. Dingling?
I hate his last name. It's an interesting theory. That's it? Considering that what you proposed is impossible, yes, that's it.
Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
As the witness has stated, your assertion is impossible. As he is in a wheelchair, there's no way he could go to the scene or be the killer.
You've got a point. It seems you've forgotten once again, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The defendant was clearly spotted at the scene of the crime. That's true. Mo said that he saw Max, didn't he? But Maya, it's still impossible for humans to fly.
Do you mind if I ask a question, Mr. Wright?
The birds! What if the birds were wearing it? What if the birds were wearing the cloak? What if the birds were wearing the cloak? The birds are the answer. The birds carried him off.
What is it? I understand some of your logic. However, how do you think that I killed him? I think you dropped something on his head. That's my personal theory. If I can't leave my room, I obviously couldn't wear Max's costume. How did he do it? That's the next course of this legal buffet. Be careful, Nick. If you mess up here... She's right, I can't mess up here. I've got to give this some serious thought. If he was a trapeze artist, couldn't he, like, easily lift himself up with his arms? That is true. He'd be able to do a lot of stuff with his arms. Though, I mean, it depends on how much damage there is to his spine, maybe. I can't wait for y'all to see what happened. Oh, boy. And he did it while he was in his room, no doubt about it.
Time to enlighten us to how Mr. Dingling committed the crime, Mr. Wright.
I've got like, court evidence. I mean, he still looks pretty jacked. Yeah, he does. Made-to-order hat that is... emblazoned with Max's 3 famous symbols, orange juice bottle, map of the circus, a monkey who takes care of Acro, habitually gathers all sorts of shiny objects. Animal to the back of the head, it boasts small but strong lock. Photo of Max's awards ceremony. What happens if I say I can't present evidence now? I'm just gonna do that first. I think we will finally be graced with an explanation. Don't push it, Von Karma. What? You aren't gonna suck me in this time. I'm smart enough to know when. I don't have the cards to play and my hand sucks right now.
What do you mean, Mr. Wright?
He means that everything he's said up until now has all been nonsense. It's true, right? If you can't establish proof of your murder theory, then it's nonsense. He's trying to fool us by playing some misdirection game. Yep, that's what I thought. It is definitely that I have to, like, play something here. I'm going to present some evidence.
So what did Mr. Dingling use to commit the crime of murder against Russell Berry?
I think it's the bust.
He fucking, like... No, this does create a peculiar problem, actually, if it's the bust. Because, like, I have to think, like, how... It was the bus, then it would explain why it had the hat on. It would explain why it had the hat on. But it wouldn't explain the clothing. Because, like... I think it is at least established that, like, because the hat was found at the scene of the crime. Obviously, he could have swiped and dropped it to, like, leave it behind as evidence and then just forgot, but, like... there is, like... Because, like... The thing is that the, bus doesn't have the cape. And even if we ignore, Acro's, testimony, Mo still said he saw the cape originally, so... I don't know, I might as well, I'll just do the bus. Oh.
What's that, a picture?
It is indeed. The problem is with the item that's shown in the picture.
The bust?
It's quite a large bust, and because it is life-sized, it is also very, very heavy. Heavy? Heavy enough to guarantee a certain death. Especially if it was dropped from a third-story window. See, this is how Acro was able to kill the Ringmaster, with the force of gravity and Maximilian Galactica's ample bust. Ample, you say?
Order! So you're saying the bust fell onto the Ringmaster?
A rather simple crime. Even if you were stuck in a wheelchair, it would be incredibly easy to commit. How could you possibly wheel a wheelchair with something so heavy? It's impossible. He looks very strong. Well, Acro is an acrobat. He should have more than enough upper body strength to carry something like the bust.
Mr. Dingling, how do you respond to these charges?
Well, Acro's at a loss for words. He should be. He knows that I'm getting close to the truth. Acro, before dropping the bust out the window, I'm about to bust. We're all busting here. What the fuck did he just say? Did he say something about running away? Phoenix ableism moment, this chapter. I'd watch what I say if I were you, Mr. Phoenix, right? What? Busted makes he feel good? Your Honor, the physical health of the witness is material to this case. I demand that we get proper testimony from the witness himself.
Testimony, you say?
That's the wrong voice. Von Karma. She's just using this testimony as a rouse to stall for time. A ruse. There's absolutely no need for such testimony. The defense has its version of the murder. The prosecution has the right to respond.
The defense's objection is overruled.
Why can't he see things my way once in a while?
Mr. Dingling, I'm sorry, but we need you to testify about your physical condition. If any doubts about your ability to testify, we can request expert testimony.
The witness will have no problems, however. Let's all be respectful towards him. Thank you. That woman will sink to any low to win a case. Acro's physical state. I suppose I could have lifted something the size of that bust. I have a strong upper body from working as an acrobat, and only my legs were injured. However, lifting the bust and looking out the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. That makes it impossible for me to have known the location of the ringmaster's head. Thus, it would be unrealistic for me to drop the bust on him, don't you think?
I have no doubts in regards to the witness's testimony.
It was impossible for him to lift that bust and stick himself out far enough to look. Not to mention that he could not have known the location of the ringmaster's head. A single false step would have led to even more severe injuries.
That's what I was thinking. What is your opinion on the matter, Mr. Wright?
I'd still like to proceed with my cross-examination. He's simply stalling. It's shameful, really. You're stalling! I can't let her get to me. I've got to focus. Have you ever lifted up the bust before? No, I've never actually lifted it up with my own two hands. But I should get to it, don't you think? I can't let money outdo me on this. Money? That crazy monkey has lifted Max's bust before.
Please continue with your testimony, Miss Dingling.
Mr. Dingling. Wow, he really just slipped up there. So what have you been doing to keep in shape? Well, honestly, I've given up on training. I don't have any plans to return the trapeze or the tightrope. You don't say. But no offense, I'm not worried about losing to you in a race or anything. Neither am I, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I wouldn't lose either, slowpoke, Nick. Whoa, what did the discussion turn to me all of a sudden? I suppose you could say that I'm stronger than the average bear. Yep. And why is that? It's fucking Yogi Bear. He's fucking referencing Yogi Bear. Yogi Bear's all like, "Oh, I'm smarter than the average bear." Because if I were to do that, I'd end up falling out the window myself. I still haven't gotten much feeling back in my legs yet.
So you couldn't have thrown that bust out of the window?
How long do you think your recovery will take? You have to remember that my nerves were severely damaged. I'm currently undergoing some extremely intensive rehabilitation, but still going to take a while before I'm back to 100%. Let me remind you of another very important point. If the witness was carrying the bust, he would not be able to see out below the window. Why do you say it would be impossible? Allow me to explain. You accept that if I was carrying the bust, I couldn't see out below the window. Thus, there's no way that I would know the location of the ringmaster's head. Well, I suppose you've got a point. Hey, Nick. Huh? What if you turn things around? Maybe if you think of it sort of like this. If he knew the location of the Ringmaster's head, then he could drop the bust. That does make sense. If only I could prove somehow. That Acro knew the location of the Ringmaster's head without looking down. Is there a way I can prove that? Oh, shiny objects, reflections, reflections. What if it was a reflection? I think I've already explained things sufficiently. Can I... back, hold on. Save again. I think it's this line, press. I didn't mean to press, actually. This isn't correct. Nope, how do I say... How do I say what I want to say? What do you want to say? I mean, I think that what happened is he used, like, reflections to, like, see where the Ringmaster was, maybe. If all you had to do it to drop it, then it wouldn't have been a problem at all. If all I had to do was drop it, you're right, I could have done that. However, there's no way that I could land a direct hit on the Ringmaster's head. So that kind of makes your theory a bit pointless, doesn't it, Mr. Wright? Maybe present the monkey? I did. Maybe it's the wrong line that I presented it on. Acro's strong enough to lift up the bust. The main problem is how he could have aimed for the Ringmaster's head. I wonder if he used some kind of tool to aim for the Ringmaster's head. That's the ticket, Nick. Show them what you got. I have to be careful. I have to find something that fits perfectly with the case. I don't remember us finding any sort of tool. Maybe we overlooked something. The monkey! Maybe I tried on this line. The music didn't cut out. Do you want a hint or not? Yeah, I'd like a hint. It's not the monkey. Okay. Maybe it's the box. Oh, shit. Acro. You didn't really need to lean out of the window, did you? What are you driving at, Mr. Wright? You already knew ahead of time where the Ringmaster's head was going to be. Quite precisely, I may add. Your silly hinting at things is pointless, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Enough stalling. How about you show us some evidence? But I did such a good job hinting. Yes. Hurry up and explain things, Mr. Wright. Maybe you should take a look at this. The key point here is the wooden box. The same wooden box that the victim was found... the same wooden box that the victim was found hunched over? The same. The question is, who placed the wooden box here? Who? When Ben and company saw the Ringmaster, they didn't see him holding the box. Which means... that this wooden box was already placed at the scene of the crime. I have to admit, your theory makes a lot of sense. The moment that the bust came falling down was exactly the same moment that the Ringmaster lifted up this wooden box. Which means that the answer to all these questions is now crystal clear. You mean... if the bust were to fall upon the point marked out by the wooden box, there would be no way that it could miss the head of the victim. No! Order! This is unbelievable! Finally, some of these loose ends are starting to tie themselves up. Now I just gotta keep going, and there's only one way to go from here forward. So the next question I have is, who placed that wooden box at the scene? It was Mr. Dingling, of course. He connected it to a rope, and then all he had to do was lower it down. Ow. Allow me to whip some sense into you. Mr. Phoenix Wright. The Ringmaster's head could have been anywhere when he lifted the box. That's why the box was so specially made. Specially made? Indeed, it had the most peculiar feature. Did it now? £20 box. 20 pounds is quite a lot. The weight of the box. The box has a remarkable weight. Weight? According to the court record, it weighs 20 pounds. Just to lift up this wooden box would have required... Oh, I see. One would have to squat down, then lift it up with their body, wouldn't you say? That's exactly what I was trying to point out. The box is also very large. The box also has carrying handles on either side, doesn't it? That is correct. To lift up the box, you'd have to squat down. Which means that no matter who you are, your head would be in approximately the same place. Fool! Does he even bother to listen to me anymore? I've heard what you've had to say. I must admit, I'm shocked at your imaginative skills. Did you do it? Did you place this wooden box in the plaza? Mr. Wright may have a vivid imagination, but I could never have done what he's proposing. What? Mr. Wright, do you recall the original location of Max's bust? I remember the cafeteria. Of course I remember. It was on top of the table in the cafeteria. Then what happened to it? I'd like you to remember one important fact, Mr. Wright. It's gonna be the monkey. Now it's the monkey. The monkey steals shiny things. And I mean, look at this thing! Time for monkey. I could not possibly leave that lodging house by myself. That means... You understand what I mean, don't you? Oh. I may very well have been able to drop the bus from my room. However, how would I have gotten the bus from the cafeteria to my room? It's gotta be the monkey! You see, Mr. Phoenix Wright, explain that. Don't forget, you said there was no accomplice.
A monkey doesn't count, they're not people.
Tell us exactly how the witness would have carried the bust from the cafeteria. Yep, we definitely have a problem here, but this is no place to get perplexed. I've got to get my wits about me and prove how things happen once and for all. Alright, Mr. Wright, let's hear your explanation. How did the witness get the bust from the cafeteria back to his room? A monkey.
Everyone knows Money. He loves shiny objects of any size.
Oh, like when he stole the ventriloquist ring? So, are you saying the witness had a monkey steal the bust?
Of course he didn't order the monkey to steal it. The monkey stole it on his own and then brought it back home. Oh, that cough hurt.
Home?
Oh god. Money lives in Acro's room.
Acro's room? But the bust was bronze, wasn't it? Bronze isn't all that shiny.
Maybe you should put the whip down sometime and read the court record.
My, those are some nice cards he's holding.
Yes, and they are made of platinum, which is very shiny.
What?
Acro. Money is a strong monkey, right? It'd be easy for him to bring the bust back to your room.
If he wasn't able to handle that himself, I'd be on the market for a new roommate.
Good god, that fucking bust would be expensive as fuck. Yeah, literally!
Order, order, I said order. Miss Von Karma. Where's the bust in question at this moment?
I don't know. We're searching for it as we speak.
This is a rather strange turn of events. But let's say that the monkey had not stolen the bust. What would have happened then?
Well, in that event, something else would have been used as the murder weapon. Wait. Then you mean this bust was the murder weapon purely by accident? Let me spend $5 million on my bust of Chris Angel. God. It's possible. Maybe Acro saw Money's mountain of stolen goods and thought to use one of them. Anyways, I think we've more than proven one critical fact. Namely, that it was entirely possible that Acro was the murderer. Moron! Hey, a new word! She opened the dictionary and found a new word.
Mr. Wright's argument was so circular, I'm still a bit dizzy. However, his argument does hold water, there's no denying that.
Ow. Don't seem so flamboozled, especially by this fraud of an attorney.
Fraud? You've forgotten the absolute most important thing, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
And what is that?
You should know. You forgot that your fraud of a magical client was spotted at the scene of the crime. There's no reason to doubt the clown's testimony. That's true. How do you respond to that, Mr. Wright?
Nick, don't let her beat you now. I won't. This is my chance to turn this trial around. You're right, it is. And also, I need to go to the bathroom. So, let me do another BRB. Hello, I'm back. Alright. What are they doing? Alright. Welcome back, hi. It's my chance to turn this trial around. When the murder occurred, there were two people at the scene of the crime. One was the victim, Russell Berry, and the other was the murderer himself. Answer this and only this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Who was the murderer the clown saw? Was it the monkey again? Gay Grandma is now playing Limbus Company. Damn, she'd rather be playing Limbus than watch my stream. Is it the monkey again? What the hell, Gay Grandma? What is this supposed to mean? Yes, what is that supposed to mean? Do you mind explaining that to me as well? You're getting barraged with questions, Nick. Why is that? It's because you're on the wrong track! That's a lot of health I just lost. Get You Grandma is a good game. Who's the murderer the clown saw? The clown thought he saw Max, right? Yeah, he thought he saw Max. Is it the bust? He saw Max's butt. Ow. I asked who was the other person Mo saw in the scene. The evidence has nothing to do with the question. Au contraire, mon frère. It does indeed have something to do with the question. Most of that he saw Max's silhouette. But he did not actually see the man himself. It wasn't a human being he saw. How is that possible? It's simple, really. What Max actually saw that night was Max's bust. What are you talking about? Have you tried using your brain at all in this case? The silhouette he saw was wearing a cloak. There's no reason why you couldn't attach a cloak to the bust. It would be easy to hang one off of the cards in the bust's hands. Idiot, who in their right mind would put a cloak on a bust? It doesn't matter who put it on the bust. If this court is real and I'm in this court witnessing it, I will cry and die on the spot. Just wait a minute now, Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak on the bust? That question is of the utmost importance to this case, don't you agree? Oh, he caught me. So let's have it, Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak on the bust? I assume it's gotta be Acro, like who else? You should retake French class, mon frere, my brother. I think it's like probably another reference to something, but yeah, it doesn't, like, if you, that's just my guess anyways, given the other things, but yeah, you should take French. What's French for sister? I forgot. I do remember that frère is, like, brother, because I also remember, like, frère Jacques and stuff like that. Monsieur, he probably used it since it rhymes with au contraire, yeah. Him, maybe? I wonder, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Didn't the defendant wear his cloak the entire time he was at practice? Then how did this person get a hold of the cloak? Well... Furthermore, how would this person have gotten the cloak onto the bus, I wonder? Because this person was not spotted at the scene. I'm sorry. Profiles. Was it him? Fool, him? You're saying it was the victim himself, Russell Berry? That's what I'm saying. The response doesn't make sense. He could have put the cloak on before throwing it out the window easily. Yeah. Though I guess the thing is that we know, Max had been wearing his cloak before the murder happened, so... And we know that the ringmaster was spotted with the cloak and hat, so... I mean, the victim himself placed the cloak on the bust. Place the cloak isn't really the right way of putting it. Then what would be the right way of putting it, Mr. Wright? Explain yourself! Nick, do you really have a handle on all this? I'm fine, Maya. I'm finally putting all the pieces together. There's really only one picture I can paint anyways. Alright. So you want to know what really happened that night? Let's step back in time. Acro used a rope to lower the wooden box onto the scene. Then he attached that rope to the bust, and dangled the bust out of his bedroom window directly above the wooden box. At the same time, the ringmaster told Max to wait in his room and went to the scene. Of course, at the time, the ringmaster was wearing Max's costume. Perhaps he didn't want anyone to recognize him that night. But just as he feared, he was spotted at the entrance of the lodging house by none other than the ventriloquist and his puppet, Ben and Trillo. When the ringmaster arrived at the scene, he bent over to lift the wooden box. And that's when Acro took his chance and released the rope. Now this is when the magic happens. Are you telling me that it's literally like, it just flew off him and landed onto the bust? I'm gonna be so fucking... At the very instant that the bust hit the victim... Really? Really? Come on. That's so dumb. Yeah, it's so dumb. Like, there could have been so many better ways to write this. What in the... You wait just a second there, Mr. Phoenix Wright. As much as you try... No, as much as you scheme, this just isn't true. It can't be. It's still a little early to be getting so upset, Miss Von Karma. Chapter's really beating us up, literally. This circus isn't over yet! Yeah! What? Ah! The impact of the bust on the victim threw the cloak up, which snagged onto the bust. That impact also caused the sound of certain victim heard, prompting him to take a look. That witness was, of course, Lawrence Moe Curls, the clown. When Moe looked out his window, the cloak had already snagged onto the bust. Now, having completed the crime, Acro naturally went about pulling up the murder weapon. Of course, he had no idea that Moe saw the bust being raised with the cloak dangling on it. Primarily because in his wheelchair, he couldn't see out of his window. So he kept pulling the bust up. Are there, like, magnets in the cloak or something? Yeah, like, don't you usually, like... Hold on. And that is how the magical murderer disappearing into the sky came to be. His cloak literally has, like, a clasp on it. Like, there's clasps there, isn't there? Isn't that a clasp? Like, it's like a chain to keep it attached. So you see, the only person who could have pulled this off is the one person who was able to drop the murder weapon from above the crime scene. Acro, it could only have been you. Acro's been playing mind games with all of us. He sure has. But he has come to the end of his rope now. I would honestly accept Max flying away than this. So, what now? You've graced us with a rather long-winded tale. But do you have any evidence to prove that your fairy tale is true? Evidence! In this court, only two things matter. The power of evidence and the power of my whip. Don't forget the power of my gavel as well. Mr. Wright, the prosecution brings up a good point. Can we see some evidence? Nick, they say they want evidence. I just explained how there can only be one possible murder method, but there is still something unusual about Moe's eyewitness account. Unusual? A contradiction, actually. The real circus is this courtroom. It fucking is. Yeah. Okay, then use that and get out of this jam. That's enough talking amongst yourselves. Proceed, Mr. Wright. Present some evidence to the court that backs your claims. I want hard proof that you have unraveled the trick to this magic case. We haven't used this yet. This has to be related. Oh, I have to, right, I have to present now. I didn't save. You did save? I did? Okay. Okay, I'm gonna try first with presenting Mo since I mentioned him. But other than that, I'm not sure. My guess is that you've unraveled the trick. My best guess could be this, but... I'm also just curious about the hat. Because the hat was still found at the murder scene. Okay, yeah, I did. What could it be then? Bara, do you know? Do you know, Bara? I might ask for a hint. Do you know what the answer to this is? Like the hard proof. Would you pick before? I tried picking Mo. Mo curls. It's an item. Okay. That leads to me to my other question. Is it on this page of the items or the second page? My guess is maybe the hat. That could be. Yeah, but I'm not sure how that reveals the trick. First? I guess maybe then it is the hat. I'm not sure how that relates. The problem is Max's 3 symbols. You know, the silk hat, the cloak, and the white roses. Those symbols were a problem numerous times during yesterday's proceedings. Yesterday there were 2 contradictions in Mo's testimony. The silk hat was one, the white roses were the other. But the theory I just presented explains all these contradictions. You fool, do you ever shut up? Max's silk hat was found at the scene of the crime. However, remember what Mo said yesterday. He testified that the criminal he saw fleeing the scene was wearing a silk hat. There's only one explanation for that. Oh, okay. The silk hat that Mo saw was actually the bust's. Makes sense. If you look at it that way, then he did see the silk hat. Well, sort of. Bustin'. Fine, you've got one, but what about the other contradiction? The other contradiction? Remember what that ventriloquist said in court. He said that he witnessed white roses on Max's chest that night. But the clown's testimony doesn't match. The clown said that there were no white roses. I'd like you to try to explain that one away. Can you do it, Nick? Of course, I can explain all of it. What was that? I mean, it's a pretty obvious explanation. It fell on the cloak. Please recall the instant when the cloak snagged onto the bust. If the cloak snagged onto the bust, what happened to the white roses? They were covered by the bust. Do you get it yet? If the cloak got snagged onto the front of the bust, it means that the white roses would end up on the back of the bust. Which explains why Mo didn't see them. The white roses were not visible because they were on the back side of the bust. Order! Order! Honestly, I forgot about Mo's testimony, because it's been a while. This is quite the shocking state of affairs. Mr. Wright's theory still sounds a bit absurd to me. However, let's just keep going down this road for a while and see where it leads. Let's do this, Nick. Then maybe Von Karma will finally throw in the towel. Well, so much for that theory. Mr. Wright, do you mind? What is it? You took the time to research our circus, didn't you? Well, yes, I did. Is there something making you think that I didn't? If you did, then maybe you'll understand why I think you're off track. Why is that? Motive. The witness feels an incredible debt of gratitude towards the ringmaster. Anyone with any relation to the circus is well aware of this. Thus, there's absolutely no way someone like this would kill the ringmaster.
He wasn't trying to kill the ringmaster, though, was he?
Your Honor, I'd like you to hear Acro's story. Learn about his relationship with the ringmaster and his life up until now. But what do we do? There's no doubting that Acro deeply respected the ringmaster. Acro's motive,
It seems that this case isn't over yet. Very well, however, I feel this is a good place to take a break. I will listen to the rest of Mr. Dingling's testimony after recess. This court will now take a 10-minute recess.
Wait, but like, does motive matter in court? Yeah, it can. Oh. Yeah, it can. Difference between manslaughter and murder, yeah. I think I'm going to play until the end of this case. Pretty much. Because we're, like, getting near the end very much, I think. December 30th, 2:17 p.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby number 5. Get through it so it's fucking done, yeah.
I can't believe it, Acro.
It's pretty shocking, isn't it?
It definitely is, and to think he was always the most straightforward of the group. Jeebus, am I that hated?
Ahem. Acro tried to pin the murder on you on purpose. Did he now?
He did. Psst, psst. But I'm nothing but a little old nobody, you know?
But you're not, which is the reason why. Hey, pal.
You're gonna ignore me after I went to all this trouble to bring you some evidence.
Detective Gumshoe.
Forget it, I'm going home. This guy deserves to be guilty anyways.
Now, detective, I'm sorry. Look, why don't you relax a little? We've got some really tasty milk.
How about a card trick, detective?
Oh, well, if you insist.
Now, about that evidence you mentioned, what is it?
Here you go.
Huh? This was yesterday in Acro's room.
Yep, and I've included the forensic results. Take a look at it later.
Won't Miss Von Karma be mad that you're doing this? Yeah, is this allowed?
That's why this is all a secret.
Huh?
Look, details are on a need-to-know basis, and we're not really allies or anything. But everything that's happened in court up until now has gone according to our plan.
I don't know. Miss Von Karma didn't seem in control of things in there just now.
You'll figure it out eventually, pal. Yesterday, our final plans were set into motion.
Final plans?
That reminds me. I've got a message from the prosecutor for you. Nothing is ever truly decided until the very end. That's it. That's it for me too, pal. I'm out of here.
What did he mean by that? The very end part. Can I look at it right now? Bat's scarf, stained with his blood and a small quantity of pepper. I'm correct. I'm correct. The scarf, it had pepper on it, and it made the lion sneeze. I'm not sure. It was all pretty cryptic to me.
Oh, one more thing.
Don't scare me like that.
Looks like there's a large care package for the circus for the defendant.
What?
For me? It's milk. The reception area looks like some kind of dairy. So hurry up and drink it all up before it spoils.
An entire dairy's worth of milk for me?
December 30th, 2:27 p.m., District Court, Courtroom number 2. What's with the milk?
Court is now back in session.
Oh, you know, it's the milk. Milk.
Miss Von Karma, please continue from where you left off.
I'd like to continue with Acro's testimony, starting with his relationship to the victim. I'd also like to get proof from the defense. Proof of what kind of motive Acro would have to commit this crime. He likes milk because he was a dairy farmer, country bumpkin guy before he was a performer, if I remember correctly. Okay, I knew he was a country bumpkin. I didn't know he was a dairy. I must have forgot he was a dairy farmer. What was his real... What was his name? It doesn't say. He had, like, a different name before he became Maximilian Galactica, didn't he? Yes, Your Honor. Please proceed with your testimony. Finally, we get to the motive. Wait, Nick, are you okay? Just do me a favor and don't ask questions you don't want the answer to. Gulp. Gulp. It was like Billy Bob or something. Yes, it was Bob. Bob, Billy Bob. When we were little, we were abandoned by our parents. That's when the ringmaster of the Berry Big Circus, Russell Berry, took us in. I became an acrobat at around 9 years old. I wanted to find a way to repay the ringmaster. That was my sole purpose in life. You're such a thoughtful young man. As you heard, the witness deeply respected the victim. I have a question. That's the wrong button. Do we... Oh, we can't look. Do we know how old the judge is? I feel like it was stated before, but I forgot. I wonder how anyone could think that Acro would kill the man he held in such esteem. You are absolutely right. How could anyone think that, Mr. Wright? Which is why there's no real need for a cross-examination, is there? Actually, that's the question I'm trying to answer myself. How would Acro kill the ringmaster? I know why. This might be my last chance to answer that question. Of course I'll cross-examine. The defense has a right to cross-examine the witness. You're so tactless, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You don't care about justice, do you? You just want to fabricate a motive. Very well, Mr. Wright. Cross-examine the witness. We? Yes, my brother Sean and I. What, you have a brother? How old were you when this happened, Acro? I was 8 years old, and my brother was 4. Your parents were very cruel, weren't they? Nowadays, we aren't bitter about what happened to us, because it allowed us to meet the wonderful people at the Berry Big Circus. Nick, the judge is getting misty-eyed. He's got a soft spot for sob stories, it looks like. Ow. No crying in court. Let's keep going.
The witness may proceed with his testimony.
How would you describe your relationship with the ringmaster? He was like an uncle, a father, and a big brother all rolled up into one. The ringmaster and my brother were the only family I had.
What about other people at the circus?
This was over 15 years ago. Back then, there were very few customers coming in. So no one really had the time to look after us. They were worried about other things. But the ringmaster, he would always come see us with a laugh and a smile. What a beautiful story. That's why I was always thinking of what I could do to help. I wanted to thank him. Nick, isn't Acro such a wonderful person? I know, he seems like a nice guy, which is what makes us so difficult.
So then how long have you been a performer?
You started off as an acrobat at that early of an age? I begged the ringmaster until he finally agreed to let me do it. Ever since then, I've been in incredible physical shape. That's also when I decided to form a group with my brother. We called ourselves the Flying Dinglingberries. It's nearly a household name. Flying Dinglingberries. God. Good lord. That name. Jesus fucking Christ, what is with this chapter? What is with this chapter and all the fucking sexual innuendos? This entire case was just for that one fucking joke, wasn't it? Dingling berries. Oh my god. Is it because of the noises I made? I had to, like, fucking pause for a second when you said that, because I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Fucking dingling berries. Good lord. Dingleberries are a poop thing? I mean, I think the game is... I don't know about dingleberries, but I fucking... Dingling is also a thing people use to refer to their dick as the thing. That's why, like, the fucking, like... Yeah, I was thinking dick and balls. Dingleberry. See, that one I've never heard of. I've never heard that one. So my thought was dingling. Look it up, it's real. I'm not looking that up. I'm gonna take your word for it, but I'm not looking that up. You're really trying to get Mara to look it up. You're really just posting links. I've even heard of them in Germany. Liar. Well, first image is poop. What did you think clicking a link? The point is that I wanted to be of some use of the circus. I have nothing to lose. Yeah, I didn't know fucking dingleberry. I was thinking of the way that some people refer to penises as dingling. Like that fucking one song, or whatever. But yeah, like fucking... Damn. I mean, I'm not surprised considering some of the fucking... I got this chapter. Judge keeps looking at Acro almost like a proud father. I have nothing to lose. Let's see. Did you ever have any trouble with the ringmaster? How? How could you ask such a thing, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Do you have some sort of fundamental misunderstanding of this witness's testimony? Or the heartfelt emotions contained within? You better think about this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You better think hard. No matter how you look at it, there's no way I could see this witness ever taking the victim's life. Damn, she fucking killed us. Exactly. I've been waiting for you to say that, Your Honor. Nick, I hate to say it, but I agree with them. I was trying to chase down the truth, but I ended up just looking like a jerk. Pondering whether or not this man would kill the ringmaster leads me to believe that it is pretty unlikely. Exactly right, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, I'd like to ask you a question.
Go ahead, Your Honor.
I would just like to know, can you provide an explanation as to why Acro would want the Ringmaster dead?
I don't think he wants the Ringmaster dead. I think he wanted Regina dead. Now that I've come this far, there's no way I could answer no, I can't. Oh, this is gonna be good.
Very well, then please enlighten the court. Let's see some evidence that proves Acro's motive for killing the Ringmaster. Let me just go over this one more time. This is why Acro killed the Ringmaster.
That is correct.
I don't think the defense would mind confirming something for me. What exactly are we supposed to learn from this piece of evidence?
What are you supposed to learn? I want everyone in this circus to die, if I'm gonna be honest, literally. Looks like you just won the award for biggest failure in court. Ouch, biggest failure in court. That stings. Not really. Let me bestow upon you my special prize. I think I have to. Let's see. Maybe this? Nope. Save scumming, or whatever the term is, I don't know. Okay, do I just not have evidence at this moment? Maybe his brother, that did not work. What if I just say I can't provide one? Nick? Yeah, I didn't even have to think about it. It's obvious from the start. Your Honor, the reason that Acro killed the Ringmaster is something that can't be proven.
What?
That's because Acro had no reason to kill the Ringmaster at all. Ow.
Your foolish attempts to fool us like foolish fools are so foolhardily foolish. Did you forget you made an accusation against this witness, did you not? I believe it was, this is the real killer of Russell Berry.
If you want to jump to the end of things, then yes, that sounds about right.
The end of things?
Acro, you didn't plan to kill the Ringmaster at all, did you? Okay. The Ringmaster wasn't your target that night.
What did you say?
I'm saying that the target of the witness's murderous plot was not the Ringmaster. Because it was never his intention to kill Russell Berry to begin with.
What?
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
Bailiff, whack his pee-pee. Bailiff, I don't care who it is. Smack anyone who's loud in the face twice if you must. Mr. Wright, what in the world are you trying to do to my court?
Mr. Phoenix Wright, what in the world are you trying to do to his court?
Are you attempting to imply that Acro is trying to kill someone else? Regina Berry? This young girl is the Ringmaster's daughter, correct?
Acro. You were really aiming for her that night, weren't you?
You don't need to answer that. It's a mean-spirited leading question.
He could easily answer this question. If I'm wrong, all he has to say is, "You're wrong." That's it.
That's it, huh, Mr. Wright? Enough, Mr. Wright, allow me to...
Ow! The only thing allowed to interrupt me is death itself.
Huh? And that goes for you too, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Show me evidence now. I want to know why Acro would want to kill Regina Berry.
Now that is where we use the brother, I think.
Maybe. Yes, me too. I demand to see some proof. Present evidence that proves Acro was out to kill this young girl.
Okay, this I think. Acro, you remember this, don't you?
It's
a piece of paper that we found inside the ringmaster's tailcoat.
Inside the victim's tailcoat?
Acro wrote this note. It's ironically entitled, "To the Murderer." Its purpose was to call someone to the plaza at 10 p.m.
So you're saying that he called Russell Berry with that note?
Yes, but there's just one little problem.
Problem?
Acro did indeed place this note into someone's pocket. However, that someone was not the ringmaster.
You mean, it wasn't for the...
That's exactly what I mean. The person this note was intended for was none other than Regina Berry.
Order! Mr. Wright, this little theory of yours.
It's the truth, Your Honor. It isn't a theory. Simply put, Regina didn't think the note was meant for her, which is why, the morning of the crime, she placed it on the cafeteria bulletin board.
That's when her father, the ringmaster, saw the note.
That's correct. The ringmaster ended up in the plaza, in that plaza instead of Regina. And he was killed because of that mistake, instead of Regina Berry.
That's incredible.
Remember the testimony that Acro gave us earlier today?
Lifting the bust and looking out of the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. If I were to do that, I'd end up falling out the window myself.
Acro had no idea who it was that arrived in the plaza. Because he couldn't look down out of his window to see who it actually was.
I've got it! Acro thought it was Regina down in the plaza.
And that's when he let the bust fly. Hey, Nick. Isn't Regina listening to all this from the audience? She is. Unfortunately, it's only going to get harsher from here. I hope Regina can handle it.
Acro wrote this note to Regina.
Foolishly foolish fool with foolishly foolish fool ideas of foolish tomfoolery. You're so foolish, you've even made me sound like a foolhardy fool. You already do, you say fool all the time.
Very well, Mr. Phoenix Wright. If you're so sure, then tell us about this line. I have conclusive evidence of what took place.
Yes? What about that line?
Well, if the note was meant for Regina Berry, it would mean that this note is declaring that Regina Berry is a murderer.
You just don't get it, do you?
What did you just say?
The ringmaster knew what the note meant, which is why he went to the plaza, in place of his lovely daughter.
Hold it right there, Mr. Wright. What is this incident that is alluded to in the note?
The incident 6 months ago. I know all about it. An incident occurred 6 months ago, and now I am more than ready to show this court what happened at that time.
Moron. Wait, are you sure that it relates to the present case?
It does indeed, Your Honor. Everything in this case has its start in what happened 6 months ago.
Really, Nick?
I think so.
Well then, if that's the case, hurry up and tell us about it.
What is this conclusive evidence mentioned in the note?
I know I'd certainly like to know what it is.
If I can't answer that question, the judge is going to think I'm bluffing. It doesn't matter. Actually, I've already done it. What kind of spicy joke is this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? It isn't a joke at all. It's the decisive evidence you asked for.
What do you mean?
Recall that the victim was trying to take the wooden box away with him. He was doing so because this piece of decisive evidence is what was inside.
Another unbelievable conclusion. Very well, Mr. Wright. So what exactly are you saying? Are you claiming Regina Berry killed someone with a small bottle of pepper? Taking the note into account, it's the only logical conclusion you can draw. Foolish fool who never tires of his own foolish ways. If you're so sure, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then answer this question. That is a lot of health that's going to take off. Who was Regina Berry's intended victim? Who is this? That is Acro's younger brother. What does this prove? His younger brother isn't dead? Technically, that's true. However, Bat has been in a coma for 6 months now. It's not a stretch to see how Acro could feel that his brother is dead. Regina, she did that to him. You spend your entire life dreaming up new ways to be a fool. Naturally, the prosecution has looked into Acro's brother, Sean Dingling. 6 months ago, he was bit by a lion and fell into his current comatose state. A lion? Regina, I mean Miss Regina Berry is an animal tamer by trade. However, no tamed animal in that position is ever trained to attack another human. They wouldn't understand the command. Moreover, Miss Regina could never do something like that. It's just not in her. Hey, that's an opinion. So then what happened to Acro's brother? He's not the victim of an attempted murder. He's the victim of an accident. I see. Now what do we do? No one seems to be going along with your theory. Do you think that what happened to Bat was actually an accident? It was more than that, maybe. The lion biting Bat was no accident at all. I don't think that's what I meant. What? You're such an amateur, Mr. Phoenix Wright. There's no way that Regina would ever incite her lion to attack another human being. She may not have incited the lion to attack another human being, but Regina is responsible for making the lion bite Acro's brother, Bat. That's just a scarf. Acro. The scarf is something that Bat used to wear, correct? That's right. And who is the one that gave the scarf to Bat? Regina. Regina gave it to him. Regina? There's something more than just blood in this scarf, Your Honor. And what might that be? Pepper. Pepper? Pepper. Regina gave this scarf to Bat right before the accident, and she covered it with as much pepper as she could. Hey, what's with the silent treatment? Excuse me, Mr. Wright. You've done a good job of fingering a criminal. Yeah? Yeah, have we? But out of curiosity, what was her crime? Miss Berry gave a pepper-covered scarf to Bat as a present. Where's the crime in that? Still seems like the judge just doesn't get it. She does, though. Mr. Phoenix Wright, wasn't it said that the lion seemed to be smiling? Smiling? The lion was smiling? Right before Bat was bit by the lion. For a moment, the lion's mouth changed and it looked like he was smiling. Lions smile? I've never heard of them smiling. However, lions sneeze. Mr. Judge out here reading yaoi fanfic on his phone while trial happens. What? Leon wasn't trying to bite Bat at all. In reality, all he actually did was sneeze. He sneezed because of all the pepper on the scarf. Whoa, what? You fool! You've got to be kidding me. What's the matter, Miss Von Karma? I object for objection's sake. Mr. Phoenix Wright, this theory, you believe it? You really intend to say that this is how this joke of an accident actually happened? Of course I do, it's the truth. The lion sneezed due to the pepper, and that's when Bat lost consciousness. Acro nearly lost his brother due to this accident, or this joke, as you put it. Which is why he tried to get his revenge against Regina. You foolish idiot! Ha. It almost does seem like a terrible joke. Doesn't it? Once again, I'm impressed by your imagination, Mr. Wright. To think that there's someone who treats this accident with the respect it deserves. Are you telling me that what I said was true? Acro? You can't mean witness! Are you confirming the defense's claim? Mr. Wright, unfortunately, your imagination is not enough to find me guilty of murder. What do you mean by that? The pepper, the scarf, the lion. I see where you're going, but it's a bit hard to swallow. Not to mention the fact that there's an even bigger problem with your theory.
What would that problem be?
The same problem it's always been. Evidence. If I dropped Max's bust on top of the ringmaster, where's the evidence that proves that claim?
The fucking bird.
You mean the conclusive evidence? The biggest problem is the murder weapon, or the lack thereof, to be more precise. The murder weapon? The bust that the defense claims was used. If that were to be found in Acro's room, and if it was covered with the victim's blood, that would be awfully conclusive in my eyes. Yes, it would be. The bust. Nick, you've got to do something! This is the last step. If I get this one right, the case is won. Oh, this is an interesting choice. Let's see how things work out first. It might be worthwhile to search Acro's room, but... Well, why aren't you going to search his room? Looks like you finally figured things out, didn't you? Now you know the true meaning of Von Karma Total Justice. I guess. I figured with you that's the least I should expect, you to leave no stone unturned. Von Karma never leaves anything to chance. We already searched Acro's room yesterday.
What did you find?
There's no reason to even say it. If we found what we think we would find in there, Acro would not be here as a witness. But to put a point on it, Max's bust was not in the room. Sorry, I was like doing something. The murder weapon is still unaccounted for. You see, Mr. Wright? The bust wasn't in my room. Furthermore, Detective Dick Gumshoe executed the search by complete surprise, and we took Acro directly to the prosecutor's office after that. End of story. Just wait a second, something's funny about all this. It looks like you lack the final nail to put into my coffin. But, what about the scarf? What about the note? What about them, Mr. Wright? No offense, but the only evidence that is relevant here is that which pertains to the death of the ringmaster. You should know that by now. Ugh. Do something, Nick. Don't let this case slip away. The bus, where is it now? Where's the bus right now? You're Phoenix Wright. You know where the bust is. I'm sure you do. It's not even a single clue. How am I supposed to know where the bust is?
It seems this case is coming to a close. The defense's counter-arguments look to have fallen short.
Thank you for your support. Ugh. I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Wright.
I think that brings an end to the cross-examination of this witness.
Hold it. Where is Max's bust? The defense needs time to prepare to present its case. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous and I just bit my tongue. Huh? What? We need time to do what? Why are you the most surprised person here? She's your aide, isn't she? Do you really have a case to present, Mr. Wright? What? Are you asking me? The rest is up to you, Nick. Good luck. Hey, wait. You can't be serious. Acrobats always have their lives on the lines, don't they? This court is so dysfunctional, for real. That's how Acro's lived his life up until now. Now it's time for us to walk across our own tightrope. If we don't, we're certain to lose. I have more executive function than any of the fuckers here. It's even more dysfunctional than the normal Phoenix Wright court. Very well, the defense may proceed. He doesn't have a clue. I don't think he'll be finding one anytime soon. Walking a tightrope with logic, there's no room for a false step. Sink or swim, the only way through is forward. The murder weapon. Where's Max's bus now? Somewhere in the lodging house, somewhere in the big top. Somewhere in this courtroom. I think maybe the big top or the courtroom. I don't think it's in the lodging house. Unless he's been holding on to it this entire time. You know what, fine, let's go with that first. It's obvious, the bust is inside this very courtroom. It's obviously where? The witness stand. Acro, I'm sorry to ask this, but do you mind if I take the blanket off your wheelchair? I'm sorry, I didn't quite hear you, Mr. Wright. Well, you are a big guy, and you have a pretty big wheelchair because of it. I just wanted to make sure you weren't hiding anything under that blanket. Because it seems to me that it'd be really easy to hide a bust under there. Is it? Once again, your penchant for humor hits me where it hurts, Mr. Wright. I think it's pretty amazing that you can laugh in your position. He's not wearing pants. However, your lightheartedness doesn't change the fact that the bust is under there. We all know that you can't leave that lodging house by yourself in your condition. That proved inconvenient when Miss Von Karma happened to search your room yesterday. If she'd found the murder weapon in your room, it would have been all over. Which is why you had to hide it in the only place that you could hide it. Under your wheelchair. Which is why, Acro, I have to ask you again, would you please remove the blanket from your lap? Well done, Mr. Wright. Masterfully played. I cannot believe I was right. Can someone not see from the behind or the side? The side, like, the wheels could be in the way, but yeah, the back, like, the whole back. You fool! How could you... You've got me. I've been bagged by a real pro. Actually, two of them. Two of them. Miss Franziska Von Karma and Mr. Phoenix Wright. What? There's just one thing I'd like to know. Why would he bring it to the courtroom instead of just dumping it when he got the chance? Yeah, literally, like, you could have at least, like, I guess when would he have gotten the chance? He only left the prosecutor's room. I mean, if everyone was getting ready for court today, though... Oh, but... Ugh. There's just one thing I'd like to know. How did you know to launch the surprise search in my room last night? There were 2 pieces of decisive evidence, the cloak and the bust. I burned the cloak in my room and threw the ashes away with the trash. Regina always took my trash out every morning, you know. Wait, but this is day 2 of court, yeah. But the bust, obviously I couldn't throw that away. When you executed your search, all I could do was try and hide the bust. And the only place that I could hide it quickly was under this wheelchair. Miss Von Karma, you had things all figured out, didn't you? I was completely sucked in by your calculated strategy. I don't think she planned that out. Now to be caught in the middle of court hiding the murder weapon. There's no way I can escape that. So you've got me. Well done, Mr. Wright. Well done, Miss Von Karma. It all makes sense now. I can't believe that Von Karma thought that far ahead. It's amazing. You definitely couldn't tell by looking at her. I know I sure couldn't. I can't believe it. Me? Make a mistake? Why did I order a surprise search of your room? If only I hadn't done that.
It seems we've finally arrived at the truth. Acro?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you kill the ringmaster of the Berry Big Circus, Mr. Russell Berry?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm responsible for that crime. Acro. All my brother wanted was for Regina to like him. That's why he teased her. One day my brother sprinkled some pepper on Regina. She started sneezing so hard you couldn't help yourself from laughing. That's why Regina thought it'd be funny to get him back in the same way. And that's why she covered the scarf with pepper. I know she didn't mean for anything bad to happen. I know this. She just wanted to make my brother sneeze a few times, too. We're finally free. We're almost free. But I just couldn't forgive her, no matter what. What am I truly guilty of? I'm guilty of never ever being able to understand her. Your brother became a star. Regina believes in that so purely. That she would laugh innocently when saying, too. Too innocently. I just couldn't stand it, no matter how hard I tried. That's when you decided to do something about Regina. How dreadful.
So are you saying that you are a victim in all of this as well?
No, that's not what I mean. I'm nothing but a murderer. That's who I am. I couldn't have rendered those tears better. At first I thought I'd kill myself, then I pondered giving myself up. But I couldn't just up and leave. I just couldn't, not yet. That's why I tried to pin this on Max. Max, I'm so sorry. Yo, his eyes are sweating. I just couldn't up and leave yet.
This has been such a strange case.
You fucking said it.
It's almost a reflection of the circus itself, yeah.
I'm an idiot. I can't believe it. You beat me again.
I believe this case is now beyond any point of possible discussion.
Damn, those peppers do be effective. His allergy's just bad, yo.
Thus, I'd like to declare my verdict.
Not guilty! We won!
This court is now adjourned.
December 30, 4:27 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 5.
Fabulous! But to be honest, I can't really be too happy about this.
Acro, the ringmaster, Regina, and Bat. Not a single one of them was a bad person inside, huh?
That's a good question, and one I don't know the answer to. Many congrats, but only at max a million of them. Thank you. What's with the vibe in this room?
We're just thinking about Acro.
No. If you worry about people too much, then you'll be like this forever. Never be happy.
Huh? Damn.
She's been like this for a while now.
Wah, it's all my fault. Wah.
Sweetie pie.
That Acro, they're never coming back.
If you worry about other people too much, you'll never be happy. Okay, thanks, Ayn Rand. Literally.
Now everyone's gonna split up.
Regina.
Mr. Wright, tell me something.
What do you want to know, Regina?
Acro said something right at the end.
I just couldn't up and leave yet.
Does that mean that Acro... is he gonna try and get his revenge on me?
Were you paying attention? I don't think so. He's not gonna do that to you, Regina.
Are you sure? You're really sure I can believe that?
Like, wait. Acro doesn't have any desire for revenge anymore.
If that's true, then I want to see some evidence.
He killed your father. I think he's kinda like... she's dumb as a bag of bricks. Huh?
I want to know you're not just making up that stuff about Acro not wanting revenge.
Kill her with the broken bottle. End this. I fucking hate her so much. I don't fucking know. You were lying to me. No one ever tells me the truth. No one ever tells me what's going on. Looks like I made a mistake with that one. Poor Regina. I don't care too much.
Hey, Max.
What is it, Mo?
We really put you through a lot, didn't we, buddy? I'm sorry about what happened. So whenever you'd like to leave us, I'll pay your fee and rip up the contract.
I understand. What a fabulous thing to do for me. I might even leave tomorrow. What's going to happen to the circus now?
That's the big question. A ringmaster was really an amazing person, wasn't he?
I hope the circus gets swept away by a typhoon while they're all inside it.
Even though he's not here anymore, everyone is sticking together. The staff, the performers, no one wants to leave the circus. That's why I've made a decision.
What is it?
I've decided that I will take over as the new ringmaster. I'll turn this circus into the best circus this world has ever seen.
The best circus the world has ever seen?
Don't laugh.
That's quite the goal. Yay, I can't wait. Then I guess that changes things.
Huh?
There's only one thing the best circus the world has ever seen needs. The world's best illusions. Which means the circus needs the best magician the world's ever seen. Max. Let's work together and make our circus super fabulous. What do you say, big guy?
I don't know what to say. All I can say is thank you.
Regina, you're gonna help them out too, aren't you?
I don't know. Maybe the circus would be better off without me.
What are you talking about, Regina? What do you think? Why do you think I brought you to court today? We've got to work together to make the very big circus bigger than it's ever been.
Mo?
Mo's right, sweetie pie. It can't be the very big circus without Regina Barry.
But Max...
I hate them all. Nick... Seems like everything is going to turn out alright here. I can't wait to go see the best circus the world has ever seen. We'll save you the most fabulous seats.
It'll take us a while to get ready, but I'm going to order special whoopee cushion seats.
I hate you. Please tell me it's over, please. I see. What made the case?
Yesterday's surprise raid really paid off. You had it all figured out, didn't you?
It was just a theory. Acro really was the killer. I thought this was the only way it could end. Especially if he was the defense attorney.
You mean Mr. Wright?
That's not his voice. Yo, circus burned down 2 days later, good ending. Of course. Well, detective, my plane is about to land. As for Mr. Acro's case, you need not worry. I plan to personally stop by the chief prosecutor's office as soon as I get back.
Understood, sir. I'll be waiting for you, Mr. Edgeworth.
It's him! They had to put the fucking... They had to put the worst fucking case before they finally show us Edgeworth again. Farewell, my turnabout. A new episode has been added. Save your progress. Yes. Hold on. Let me out. Let me out. Let me out. Let me out. I want to go back to L4. Okay. Let me out. Let me out. Okay, title screen. Yes. Okay. That's where I'm gonna end it for now. Thank you all for coming to my stream. Finally fucking done with that case. Good fucking lord. The evil is defeated, yeah. Anyways, thank you all for coming. Let me close out the game. Yep. And have a good.